Okay, are we live? How can I tell? Yeah, we're live. Hello, people. We're doing something different. Playing Minecraft while talking. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Shalom.
So yeah, we have Rallo
Nice
and
green screen, by the way.
what?
Nice green screen.
Oh, thank you. You can anything that smells of quality during the stream is because of DarkraiQ8. Shout out and all that jazz. So yeah, tell me guys, what's been going on in your life?
Not much.
Well, I had this shitty admin on Minecraft that really can't mod and just fucked me over so much. How's your life been?
It's been all right. Ton of cool stuff happened today, didn't it? Hold on, let me activate chat to make sure I can see people. Yeah, there's. Shall I introduce to Ralcraft? What the hell is Ralcraft? Horia. But yeah,
What is this language you speak?
here's the thing. A lot of shit happened, and I want to cover it before I move on to anything else. Because in the end, this is still the salt grinder. We talk about stuff. Realistic survival. Dude, every realistic survival game I've ever been in, it was the lamest shit in existence. It's not fun. It's just work. I don't play games to work. Whoops. So, no thank you. Yeah, so have you guys heard of what's been happening in the US? Like updates on what's been happening to the US?
What changed?
Well, Twitch banned Trump.
Wait.
Okay.
The real first question is, why was he on the actual
I don't
platform
th-
anyway?
I don't think he was. I think they banned him like as an honorary ban, you know?
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I mean, and that's fun.
And as I'm informed, they also banned Dr. Disrespect. And
Oh,
forgive me for being the ignorant ass that I am, right? But who and what is Dr. Disrespect? What's his thing?
He was a streamer. He
Yeah,
had a
but-
character that is a bit toxic in a funny way. That's all I know about him, really.
well, no. The point is, and it's funny that I'm talking about this because I have a few friends of mine who are super Doctor Disrespect fans. They really like him, and what they've told me is that what he does is he plays a character. It's obviously super fake. He's like, have you ever seen Despicable Me 3?
Yeah?
Okay, you remember that weird 70s villain that chews bubblegum and has a weird outdated outfit?
Okay.
Yeah, he basically plays that guy on his streams. He looks like that. He almost talks like that, but in a more 18 plus version. And he actually plays games. Like the games he plays, he's genuinely good. And that's just part of the product of what you get when you watch him, you know? So it's stupid to me that they ban him when it is clearly a character and clearly not inflicting any harm. Like, they ban him and Jake Paul is still alive. Like, where's the justice in the world? You know what I mean?
I think the main concern was that, according to him, if he's saying the truth, they gave him no reason for the ban whatsoever. And he has a multi-million deal to stream only on Twitch. And they just suddenly cancelled that. They funded all the subscribers, and that's it. They didn't make any statement.
So, what do you think? Why do you think they did that? Because it doesn't sound like a good move.
If I were to use the lenses of what's happening right now, maybe somebody found a clip of him saying something homophobic and it's Pride Month, so someone like poked Twitch and they freaked out. Like, before anybody knows about this, we're gonna just whoop.
No,
Yeah.
but if they did that, if they actually legitimately said that, oh, he said those things, and therefore that's the reason for the ban, then they would have, like, you know, there would have been justification, but they didn't give a justification. So they
like, at this rate, the people who cry about this stuff can literally pin you with anything. They can make the statement, "Oh, but you had to deal with him this whole time. Like, you didn't do anything about it." Shit like that.
Well, the problem is none of us actually know what the actual notice said, so we can't really judge the legitimacy of his ban.
Well, here's the thing. His ban did not come alone, right? YouTube has been doing a purge as well. And Twitch has like purged their highest earner. Yes. So what gives? And the only thing that can come to my mind is that it's election season, and anybody who can ever even smells a whiff of anything like offensive or quirky or edgy or all that crap has to leave, because you want to compel the people who want to basically help Trump not get elected next. And that sounds weird, right? But look at all the censorship that's been happening already. This is just more of the same. It's just that
the thing is, the
targeting
current
people.
Yeah, the thing is, the current censorship that's happening is expanding on something that has previously been building up. So that can't be it. You know, I don't know if they're directly related, and I honestly doubt there is. Why is it still happening? I think it's just like you're kind of right. Everyone's riding the wave of the Black Lives Matter, and like, it's like, hey, you're inappropriate. You can't do that anymore, and they're just using that as it's almost like a marketing propaganda strategy,
Right,
you know, which
right,
I
yeah.
completely hate.
Exactly. Now, 1 second. Horia, by all means, in our Discord server, there is a Minecraft channel. Feel free to actually send it over. Send a video about it. I'll happily watch it. Hello, Darkrai, and thank you. My head is quite shiny. And Fervid, I get the reference. Plug. So, what do you think? Like, here's the thing: how long will we allow Twitch to get away with this? Right? Like, I think they felt emboldened because Mixer just shut down. They have no competition anymore.
Proper timing too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like, they immediately went on the offensive against their own people, like their own content creators. And I find that not desirable. I find that quite dumb. I don't know.
I don't know what this is. What are you talking about?
Twitch, because like, if you're attacking all your content creators and fans and all that, who'll be left? But here's the thing: because Mixer is no longer an option, and Twitch, like, Mixer was always shit anyway. Twitch has no real competition, you know, much like YouTube. That's why they feel comfortable doing whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to appeal to anyone, except the big advertisers and the huge Twitter mob. You know, we don't matter. Me and you. And that's why I'm not streaming on Twitch. Because if I can avoid, like, okay, YouTube's bad, but they're not Twitch. You know, and we're edgy. At least if we're small enough, YouTube will ignore us, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the question? I feel like I'm missing that. I don't know why.
There wasn't a question. This was a thought train.
Okay.
Come on, Rallo. I know you're playing Minecraft, but like, you can multitask.
Well, it's not my fault that technology hates me, okay?
Oh, if you give us a boost, I appreciate it, Horia. I appreciate the thought, actually. So, Yasha, where are you at right now?
I'm trying to figure out the nether. I died again. This time I just burned. The problem is I want to go take back my stuff, but my spawn is at my location. So
Okay.
I'll figure that out. I'm close to finishing the bridge.
Okay.
But when I entered back through my portal, it put me somewhere else again. I think when Hamod played with the plugins, it played with the Nether, and that's why the portals keep changing, and that's a problem.
We'll check on it, definitely. We'll check on it. Fervid, small enough not to care about what happens if the channel gets big. Well, first it won't. It's a podcasting channel on YouTube. It's been dead since the beginning, right? When it comes to the amount of viewership we can have. But on the unlikely situation that we do fucking get big, and YouTube decides they don't like us anymore, I change platforms. Lucky for me, my livelihood is not on YouTube. It's just for funsies, and it will remain as such. And therefore, there's nothing you can do that can hurt me, YouTube. That's very much how it went. Actually, that fits with like the history of Trillionpacks, the character and the channel, right? Because the rise of the Salt Grinder was the rise of the anime law, and the anime law happened in the anime community, naturally, as the name suggests, and on our first episodes, I claimed mangakas aren't writers, right? Implying, of course, that they should hire writers to improve their skills, because it's clear that they're lacking in that department. Now, people took it literally. Of course, they're writers. They write text and their stories. Therefore, they're writers. Okay, you win by default. We win by default and all that. And I shat on them for it. So the anime community, what that toxic piece of shit community did, they tried to fucking raid my channel, just like all my videos and all that stuff. Oh, that was we're talking 6-7 years ago. First episode of the anime law. That's how we got traction, right? And they tried to raid my channel. Here's the thing, though. My channel had no videos. It also had like 50 subs, for some reason, right? So they didn't know what to do. They can't punish me for saying the wrong thing. And it was stunning. Oh, you burned again, Yasha.
No, I'm still looking for my old portal. I had nothing on me anyway.
Oh. Tell me your code. Maybe I'll jump in. I'll try to find you.
Okay.
Because I'm just chopping wood to Ah! Look at Creeper.
If you just go into the Nether and follow the trail of like torches and netherrack, should lead you somewhere where my items are. Just get them.
Right. Okay. Moving to the Nether. Okay, let's check chat before that happens. The bets are grinding, huh, Aziz? Does anyone know what's happened to the Nether?
Yeah, again, it changed, and now we're somewhere different.
All right, let me try to get in.
The fuck? Oh wait, no, it's fine.
Let me start this shit. Is that our grinder?
So how do you build this bridge thing on the fence?
What do you mean bridge?
The thing.
Oh, you build the wooden.
Wooden port.
I am not in my Nether spawn. We're not in my Nether portal.
Can you see the trail of torches and bridge I made?
Wait, did the Nether change?
Yes.
Dun dun dun. Ba-rum.
No. Was
Well-
this the original island I was in?
My concern
Yeah.
is, did it just teleport us somewhere different? Or did it have an entirely new nether?
Entirely new nether would actually be good, because then it's just
No. I think the
fresh
Nether.
new place.
I think the Nether just reset, because this is the basalt
Oh.
biome. This used to be my home, and we were up here to this biome, yeah. But all the buildings we did was different, huh? We're gonna have to check on this.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
so-
update my code.
I've got a horse. What do I do with it?
You need a saddle. Let me give you a saddle, Rallo.
Because I got a lead on it, and I'm dragging him, but I just don't know what to do now.
Saddle, saddle, saddle. Did I get a saddle?
I'll make a horse ranch.
Yeah,
stable.
okay. Yeah,
Stable.
Just put a stable. Put a stable. We'll find saddles eventually.
Shit. I don't want it to die. Where do I put
Yeah, this is not working. I need to figure it out.
Alright.
Where should I put?
He also found someone's stuff. Oh, Yasha, I think somebody found your
Yeah,
stuff.
that's my stuff.
Yeah, just text it for him. Okay, let me try to find your new chords.
Okay, let me update my codes. They're generally the same. Like if you go into the region, it will still be there. It's just
No, you see, Horia, we were playing on the new version from the beginning. This is a relatively new server. We reset it with another update, and we built a few stuff and that gets us to the Crimson biome and all that. But now it's all reset, which is weird. Okay, it's in the double chest above the forges. Cool. Okay, I see the highway you're making. You just need to cover it.
so I'm at negative 247.
You know, I'm not particularly annoyed because this is a better spawn than we had initially. We really struggled to actually play the bloody thing. Okay. Do I hear gas? Nope, that was Enderman. Oh, I see your bridge. You stopped here, you died, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
What
gonna...
are your current codes?
My current chords are minus 114, 68, minus 110.
Fuck it, we're building with wood. Did you see the new chords?
Yeah? The new... What do you mean the new chords?
Look at the pinned messages on the Minecraft chat.
Pinned messages. I can't access Discord right now. Well, I can, but I don't want to.
What happened to your double monitor?
I have double monitor, but I'm looking at stream with it. I have to watch people chatty. I'm barely keeping up. I'm not used to this. When I play Minecraft, I build houses and mine things. This looks like an FPS. What do you mean? We're building things. But we also have to gather resources since this is survival. It's not fun to build in creative as far as I'm concerned. There is one problem with this, is that the village, that we no longer have a shortcut to the village. So I'm gonna have to go on foot. Where are the coords for the village? So oh, no, over here.
What's your Y coord?
I'm in the overworld now. Oops. Ah, damn it. God damn it. I hate my house sometimes. Okay. So Yeah, so this direction until we reach 700s. It's gonna be a long trip, guys.
What's your Y code?
Right now in the overworld?
No.
In the nether? I don't remember.
So where are you headed?
Right now, I want to check on my village. Where I've domesticated the villagers.
You got a village. Well,
Yeah.
did the nether bridge to the village, is it still there?
Nope. That's the thing. I wanna enter the nether from there and see what happens. Because that shortcut was the only thing that we were really missing in the nether, besides Raz's house. Whee.
Is there a way to break down iron armor back into the ingots?
No.
Damn.
You can turn the iron armor into nuggets, but you can fix the armor if you want. By just
No, because I made 2 armors when I only wanted to make 1, so I wasted iron.
well, it's fine. Just leave it for someone else. This is a public server. So anybody, just leave it
Okay,
in a
fine.
chest somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around with only iron legs for armor. Boom! Check me out.
Yeah, that is bizarre,
Oh.
Horia. We have an admin to check on all this, see what the hell is going on. No worries.
God, it's so ugly.
Can't make that jump. Where are we right now? No, come back, Axe. God damn it. No, over here.
Oh,
No,
there
over
it is.
here. There we go. Yep.
Wait, are we still streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming. People are replying.
Oh
you know.
shit!
But we got
Okay.
too into detail. Let's. Jeez, what else happened this week?
My 3 water buckets.
What's wrong with them?
The admin didn't give them back to me.
Oh,
Well, wait till he's back on.
Yes, I remember. It was 3 buckets.
You're really petty, you know that?
It was 3 buckets.
The,
1 my buckets. I specifically made the 3 buckets to help me speed a roll through making cakes, because you need 3 buckets of milk, which is incredibly stupid for the concept, but whatever.
So, besides Dr. Disrespect and besides Trump getting banned from Twitch, if I remember correctly, another thing stupid happened. Oh yeah, you see the bitches, what's their name? The Chaz, the Chop,
they're still there?
the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, and then the Capitol Hill Active Protest, or whatever the fuck, Occupation Zone, or whatever the fuck they call it. Occupied Protest, there we go. Ow.
Oh,
right.
okay, what happened there?
So it's a fully autonomous zone, and they're doing a bunch of stuff, and they're declining really bad, right? Some people are like now
Okay.
shooting guns like in the street randomly, just because they want to. It's stupid stuff, right? And I believe a group of protesters showed up with evil intents to a particular mansion, right? It looked really rich, so perfect place to protest, right?
Alright.
To turn it into cobble. So the owner, or the 2 owners rather, the guy and his wife, showed up, one with an assault rifle and the other with a pistol, and they're like, nope, right? And the protesters went along and fucked off. So, do the Americans have a point? That's what I'm saying.
You mean for guns?
For guns. Oh fuck! I went too far.
I mean, what is the situation where you need to protect from shit like this? How often do you, in a civilized country, need to protect from a chop?
Well,
Apparently, a lot.
well, how often does war happen? Like or an active protest happens?
Civil war?
No, like
Active
anything.
protest looks like that.
Or a riot, or a peaceful protest that's dissuading the public. That does not disencourage countries from making bloody armies, right? To protect themselves and make sure that people know that they can protect. You know, you don't build a fleet when you need it. You have to build it before you need it, right?
That's fine, but
So
where is the army?
the army is not protecting the people because these are, as far as anybody's concerned, peaceful protests, right? So if it's a peaceful protest, and the peaceful protest is burning shit down and nobody's willing to recognize it, and that keeps happening, what is there to do? Okay.
Oh, it's a very difficult
Okay.
matter. Trump is not making
The-
it any better also.
The heck?
Why do creepers keep on coming right in the middle of our farms? Always. What is this?
Man,
Huh?
you see the nether portal from the village?
Come here, bitch. Come here. Come
Yeah?
here.
It TP'd me to the same portal.
Son. Son. Come here.
To which portal?
The same portal of our spawn.
Okay, can you tell me which building is the forges that I need to find my stuff in? Then I go back into the...
Okay, you're back in spawn?
Yeah, I finished the bridge.
He said
One
above,
of
it's in the double chest above the forges, so check which one. Yeah, it took me home! Okay, something is really screwed with the nether. So let's not mess with the nether for now, guys. Until at least Hamod comes back, once he finishes eating.
Let's go to my place. Gonna spin around it a bit.
Hey, you gotta get me dinner
I'm gonna try-
first. I like
Where
that
are
he
you?
froze on that one.
Oh, hello, what's pretty cool? The house? If so, I built it myself. Thank you. Alright, hold on, let me grab some food. Oh, the nether portal bug thing is common and annoying. Really? So it's not just the fault of the server, it's something that happens. Oh, Khaled, I found the saddle.
Oh, cool. Wait, why do I need a saddle if I already have a leash?
Because you want to ride the bloody thing.
That'll to control it.
I can. Oh, wait, you're right.
Hello.
Wait, I have golden horse armor. Can't that be a saddle?
No.
Oh, you got sleep.
Oh yeah, we're all here, right? Let's sleep real quick.
Yep.
Respawn set. Sorry. Remember to change it when we're there.
All right, sleep, peoples. Is there a fourth person?
Hamod's in the server.
Hey, bloody hell!
Oh my god.
Can you
And
kick him?
he's in god mode. I can't. I try to kill him.
Well, kick him.
How can I kick him? Well, let's ignore these guys. Let's ignore these guys. Where are you, Khaled? Come here. Let me
Yes.
just give you this and give you this. And let's go find your base.
Oh,
Do I have food?
thank you.
No, nothing that's cooked.
I actually already had the golden horse armor, but thanks anyway.
Yeah,
I found
have
the random drop.
I have an iron one, which is better. So you get dips. Okay, I do not. I have steak. Very good. My chests are brimming.
Come at me, seafood. I ate shrimps bigger than you, bitch.
Okay, so where do we go?
So let's try. Let me get out my torches so I can keep marking up. This needs expanding for safety. You know, as engineers, safety is paramount.
Uh-huh. Then Nether is so much better than it used to be, though. Yes, it's way better. I had a ton of fun just exploring the new biomes and trading with the piglins and all that. It gave a lot of flavor. Like, I had to, like, basically do an entire earthworking session where I gathered all of this crap, took it to the overworld and built my house with it because it looked so cool.
Alright, careful now.
Don't worry. I'm a professional Minecraft YouTuber. Okay, now things get sketchy. Wow, you really worked hard on this. Whee. You can actually live in the Nether now. You can actually build a house. You can eat food. You can actually even open a survival world and just jump in the Nether and just play there, which is really, really cool. Okay, this needs some safety features.
Oh my god, wait, I have can you use a bucket to soak in all the lava in an area? Or is it like only one square? Oh man, I thought I beat Minecraft for a second.
No, you can't do that. Get the lava out and put it back in a different lava spot. It should merge together into one lava block and you can keep doing that. But the easier way is just to place blocks on the lava. It will destroy it.
Well, I need to get 300 blocks in. I will destroy all the lava.
Is this your home?
Well, I'm waiting to load. They still up. Yep.
It spawned in a
spawn in a ravine.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly. Why is there? Okay.
There was iron.
Come with me.
All right. Blocks. Righto. Wee up. Wee. No, come back. I suck at this thing. How do you do this thing?
You swim up the edge to get up real quickly.
No, I know. How do you
I'll
not?
get
How do you not move?
what's called magma blocks and make a elevator.
Okay. Okay.
I have soul sand, by the way.
You have soul sand. That's pretty cool.
Just gonna tower up with the wood.
Is it me or he looks like a white Tech 9? Who is Tech 9, Mr. Shinji? Okay. No, I don't know Tech 9. I don't know things. Okay, so Savannah. Oh, is this your place?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's
All right, so we at least have a teleporter right to your place, which is pretty nice. You know we can transform these into money, right?
Yep.
Where are the villagers?
Some of them are over here. They don't have many occupations, so I'm gonna need the occupation blocks.
Dude, there are 2 brewing stands here. Why?
There's like 5 brewing stands in this village.
Holy shit.
The alchemists, they're all here.
Trick trivia. What is the best food in the game? Isn't it pork chop? At least
I
efficiency
think
wise.
it's bread because you can make it really easily.
Yeah, but
I think bread wins in combat situations because it's quick to eat and restores stamina
They're
very
all the
quickly.
same speed.
Well, no. Because if you eat cake, it restores it very slowly, but it restores even more per item.
yeah, we don't talk about cake.
I made 17 cakes. You talk about cake. I have earned the
So-
right that cake is a discussion.
Do you have any ideas when you look at a place like this?
1 second. Let me crush these annoying part. Well, okay, there we go. Actually, let me take a look at it from afar.
It's pretty big.
No,
This is towards
here's
the
the
edge
thing.
where there's hills,
Okay,
tundra.
guys, here's the thing. Enchanted golden armor can't be the best food. Because it has to be sustainable. Right? So if we're talking about the most efficient, yeah, it has to be the enchanted golden apple, but what's the best reproducible one? The one you can have always. Personally, for me, it's steak. Because pork chop recovers 5 hunger bars, and that's kind of annoying to min-max. But 4 hunger bars is easier to min-max, so I stay with steak. Bread is trash, though. So is potatoes.
Shut
You
up.
gotta eat every 3 seconds. Oh, come on. Okay. Where is the... Okay. Don't mind me. Alright. So... The water features would be nice. But not as they are right now. They're just... Yasha, you're gonna hate me for this, but this place needs a river.
I know it needs a river or a waterfall, something of that sort.
Which is a lot of work. Okay, why is the difficulty easy? What the hell? Gotta talk to admin about that. You get apples by like punching down trees, basically.
Shears on leaves.
You don't even need the shears, actually. If you just destroy all the wood, it automatically, like, all the leaves fall down, and it has a chance to hit apples. You can also hit the leaves, and you can also, in the Nether update now, you can use hose to quickly cut through them for quick apples. Chorus fruit is good because you can eat it when your hunger is full, filling your saturation to the max. Okay, that's new information.
But you teleport when you eat it.
You do? Yeah.
I fed it to you once. Chorus fruit.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah. Dandelion mushroom stew. Hunger 7. Holy shit. Yeah, that's to me that's not efficient. Again, that's why I go with steaks as my preferred food of choice, because it's like when you're down 3, it's good. When you're down 4, it's even better.
Bread is best for adventuring. I mean, think about it. You can have stacks of wheat.
Why
that
would
takes
you?
up no space.
What? No, you
It's
just
so much food in so little space.
no. You mean hay bales?
Yeah, hay
Yeah.
bales. That's what I meant. Stacks of
If you're gonna do a long adventure, you might as well get a shulker box with you with a lot of food.
Get a shulker box. Do that first.
Yeah, but you don't do any long adventuring until then, you know.
Ah,
By the way, I sound like I've actually beaten the game. I haven't beaten the game yet. I just watched a lot of people beat the game. So what are we doing here, Matt?
We're just walking around landscaping. I guess we can go back now. I'm just looking at the biomes next to this one. So there's tundra, there's forest, there's deserts. I just wish there were more mobs, animals in this game.
Mob animals. I think they have trouble adding more mobs because all the Karens in the world may have a problem. Like they made it. They ensured that when they added the jungle biome with pandas and shit, that they made it like practically useless for you to do anything with them.
Oh yeah, that.
You
I
can't
wanna
even.
get them.
And the reason they did that is because if you kill pandas in Minecraft, you'll be encouraged to kill pandas in real life.
Yeah, I will casually see a panda and like, let's get some loot out of it.
Yep. But pigs, free game. That's why I miss when Notch was around. Whee! I fucked that one.
What is he doing now?
Hey, I assume he's drowning in money. What hit me? Did I hit myself? Ugh.
I'm just actually imagining that.
What?
Can you imagine? You guys are talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I bet he's just drowning in money," and it's just cut away to him desperately screaming for someone to help him as coins fill his mouth, and he slowly chokes to death. And he hears that.
Are you a writer for Family Guy?
Oh yeah, that's what Family Guy does, right?
Oh my god.
That's like
sounds
something
it, though.
stupid, and then they cut to a scene where something that's stupid happens.
Oh my god.
Never liked that
Oh.
comedy style personally, because
That is literally how I like think of every comedy. Like, if you ever see me laugh for no apparent reason, that is literally what I'm doing in my own mind.
I'm thankful that that is what's going on in your mind, because
And I've had some really bizarre fucking things that I thought of. Like, and the thing is, I don't need that much of a prompt or a creative direction. Like, you could literally say a single line of, "Okay, boys, you know what we have to do," and I literally came up with a whole gay, weird, sexual fantasy D&D scenario where the people had to whore themselves, and the people who said that line were like, "What the hell is wrong with you, Khalid?"
why are you
case
so
in
proud
point,
of this?
I'm extremely proud of this ability because it means I need very little things to enjoy life. It's like a superpower, you know, being able to laugh at your own thoughts. Goddamn
you know what the
gift.
difference between like what you're saying and legitimate insanity,
What?
Mr. Ralosvek, sir?
What?
True insanity has a taste to it, has a flavor. Yours is like a pack of Macintosh, you know? Just a ton of flavors that don't synergize. Okay, just sitting there. And it's good for discovering new flavors, but that's pretty much it. You need to up your game, sir. Ooh. Melons.
One day when you have the glory of tasting this beautiful ability of mine.
Why are you farming
Well,
around?
oops.
You getting the melon?
I want melon
Oh
seeds
my God.
because in the other village we've already made a farmer who buys melon for emeralds and pumpkin for emeralds and wheat for emeralds. So gotta make money. I need to get that mending on all my tools.
I'm sorry, wait. There's a village of people who said, "Hey, we're gonna accept wheat and we'll give you precious rocks in payment."
Yep.
Man, I love these guys. Where
Wait.
do they live?
Wait, you didn't see?
Isn't that how money works?
Wait. You didn't see how what we did? Okay,
I
Yasha.
saw you
we
randomly
have
go to a
to
village.
we have to go to our village, and we have to take Karala there. I think your stupid brain will appreciate us making communism work. Where are you, Yasha?
I am in the ravine already.
Where is the ravine?
You can find it. It's in between the farms.
Oh god, no. Don't
There's
kill
a
me,
massive
spider.
ravine. Go down the waterfall, and there's the.
Oh yeah, I see.
No! No! Oh my god!
Were you in the
Ah.
Were you in the mine?
Yes.
I was in the one. Oh,
There.
okay, spider.
You found a spawner. Was it not
Yes, I found
protected? Was it not
A
protected?
cave spiders.
Dude,
I don't know. There's just a bunch of webs.
I
in it
torched
and-
up 3 spawners. So if you die to a cave spider, that means there's even get another one. There are 4 mob spawners near our spawn. Fucking hell.
Yes, apparently. Oh my god!
Do you
I
want to
forgot where I was.
mention the?
Oh no, where did I go?
Where are you?
did I go?
Can't see you.
Here.
Where? Can you see me?
I don't know who you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
to.
Oh.
Here. God, now I have to remember which route I took. So many things on me.
Yeah, the
You
surf
have
mine
gold
got.
on you?
I have gold.
Yes, I had gold.
No, I do not.
Well, I have. Okay, this was where I
We
was.
want to venture in
No. I want to go to the. I want to go to my village.
the picnic place.
Oh, Bastion. Oh, the Bastion's right there. Yeah.
The bastion. It's right there. Look at it.
All right. Let me run. Ah.
Oh, just jump into the portal.
Nope. That's it. That's it. He can't outrun me. Okay. We need to work on your pathway.
I had no blocks on me. I had to walk with what I got.
You had no pick either?
Nope. Told you I died.
Right. Alright. Okay, this is too dangerous, Yasha. This is way too dangerous. Yeah, I can easily transform this into another highway, but before anything, we have to see what's up with the server itself.
Yeah. I had a chest full of emeralds and shit. I think that's gone too.
Talk
Not
to.
full. It was like 20.
It's still something. Just talk to Hamod. He'll have to fix all this shit.
Yeah.
Because we experimented with plugins for context, so we can have like permissions and all that, and that did not work out. But I don't know why it reset the Nether. As everything else was fine for the most part.
Biggest technology. Hates me.
Okay. Oh dear God. Okay. We're back here now. Hamod's still in God mode, so we have to.
Where is your village?
Okay, we don't have another highway anymore, so we have to actually go there. I should probably torch.
I'm sorry, what? How do you not have another highway?
The Nether reset. Were you like,
But I don't know what that means. You mean your building doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah, the entire thing seems to have reset.
Oh my god! I didn't get to use the rails. You monsters!
It's fine. We can make more. Okay, so we just.
Oh no! Oh, this is perfect time for me to make a quote. I forgot what it was. Is what was it? What was it? God damn it! What's the Planet of the Ape things? Ah, damn it! You reset it.
No, you blew it.
You reset it.
You
No,
blew
no,
it.
but like it's not blowing up. It's resetting. So you know what I mean. It's playing on the.
Get that.
there's-
Ah!
You fell from the trees?
We don't talk about what happened. Okay, I'm back up.
What
Okay, where?
what stays in another gets reset in
Uh,
another. Is that what we're gonna say now?
Again, what, Khalid? What did you say?
What stays in another gets reset in another.
You're having way too much fun at our expense. We
Oh,
worked
yeah.
hard for that Nether highway.
Yeah, it's also at my expense. Okay, so like this whole game is my expense.
Yes.
Where
I paid for the game.
did I lose my stuff?
Yes, but
God damn.
yours is from ignorance. Ours is
Then
from hard.
you're screwing me.
You don't have blocks?
Ah.
Here. The heck?
Oh, which? Okay, we're gonna die.
I'm towering up.
Because I'm lagging.
Tower up, tower up.
No!
I'm lagging. I'm at 1 heart out of nowhere.
Do items have a time limit to how long they stay?
Okay, she's dead. Yes, they
I
despawn
think
after
like
5
40
minutes. 40
They
minutes, right?
despawned a second
Depends on
before
the server.
I got there. Wait, you're saying 40 minutes?
No, wait, it's 40. Are you sure?
Don't trust my.
Yeah, I think it's
Don't
5,
trust
right?
me.
I think it's 5.
5 is
5
a bit
minutes.
too low too.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
5 minutes. Hori agrees. Yeah. Yeah, look at
Fuck this game! It literally despawned as I was falling on top of it.
Okay, Yasha. Here, 64
Yeah.
blocks.
Oh,
Alright, so chords. Yeah, we just keep going that this direction. We eventually find it. I take a new path every time. Um, 5 minutes. Smoking equals bad. I disagree. Smoking is awesome. And this is not smoking. This is vaping. It's very, very different. According to people, I don't know. Okay, so I missed my other highway. This was 30 second trip once. Die.
come on.
Die.
Ralosvek, what's happening?
I give up.
Yeah, I think he's just. Oh yeah, where was he supposed to take you to the bloody village?
I give up. I'm just like,
Vaping is just classy smoking. No, smoking is just classy vaping. You gotta get your facts straight, guys. I vape because it's indoors and I don't want my family to fucking smell my cigars. Okay, I think it's over here. But yeah, I remember building a pathway here. Okay, we reached the meadows. The meadows should be right near it. Yeah, on this side. Okay, so
I can't see you anymore.
really? Let me backtrack. Did you lag out or something? And
No. Found you.
Shisha though, Shisha's quite nice. Yeah, vaping. The thing with vaping is that it does smell nice, or rather, as I like to say it, it smells tolerable compared to regular smoking. Cigars have a different aroma than cigarettes. Cigarettes are kind of fucking too smelly, even for me, which is why I barely partake. But vape's quite. Ready to go, Yasha?
Yeah, the server is very laggy today.
I'll wait for you a bit. Here, let's see what chat's up to. Yeah. Like we didn't do the ice yet because we didn't find any ice biome to extract the ice from. But we did put rail tracks. So, what's the server hosted on? The server is hosted on the Salt Grinder Discord. You can find everything on there. Play nice until you put the plugins, i.e. don't grieve, don't do any of that crap, and we're good. I did not make the server myself. No, it's through a third-party server hosting site. The details is from tech support, which is Hamod. You should find them and again on the Discord. He should be up here, but he's eating food. You're still not back, Yasha?
I don't know what's happening.
Holy shit! Did you build this bridge of blocks?
Yes.
Wow. I would have died so many times doing this.
Yeah. Hamod. That's his name. That's his Discord tag as well. So, I'm becoming a Minecraft YouTuber? No. I just got bored of doing regular Soul Grinder stuff. And I'm like, let's try something new. And see if I like it. And
So much rose
it
quartz.
seems chat likes it. It may not be specifically Minecraft. I may do just random games. As long as I get to talk and chill and do all that stuff, we're good. He's gonna start doing YouTube beef. Bitch, I was doing YouTube beef when I had like 50 subscribers. We're good.
I'm gonna restart the game because it's not loading.
Alright. Let me tower up, see what's around there.
There is like an insane amount of nether quartz along this path, by the way.
We all need Louis in our lives, don't we? By a Gundam. If you're wondering why I have so many axes, it's because I want to do villager trades, and the Fletcher buys sticks. So, yeah, because generally speaking, like we have the same number of subs for the same reason that podcasting is like dead on YouTube. The attention span of the average YouTuber is like 3 seconds, so they can't actually watch people just talk, right? So they need a video game in the background to keep them busy. While I do recognize that, that does not mean I dislike doing my regular podcast, The Soul Grinder. Sure, the growth is slow, but that's pretty nice. We get to talk about stuff. I wish chat was more active in that thing than in here, because I would like to respond more to chat. It's just that, like, apparently, if somebody podcasts, everybody wants to listen, and they don't communicate. There's a reason I do it live. The target audience of YouTube is 9 years old. Yes and no, because there are a lot of YouTube content that is not aimed for kids. A lot of educational channels, a lot of edgy channels. Oh, here you are, Yasha. A lot of edgy channels, all of that crap, right? The YouTube format is like promotes. You see me?
Yeah, I see your
Yeah,
tag.
it promotes fucking diversity of content, but the problem is the most dedicated of followers are the 9-year-olds, because they develop a loyalty to you for some reason. I mean, look at PewDiePie, right? And from there, they keep the sus stream going, right? However, I'm not interested in the 9-year-olds, which is why I'm not focused on like channel growth specifically. I'm focused on viewership and making good content, i.e., a good podcast, a good talk, right? And suggesting topic, making sure the Discord is quite managed nicely, etc., etc.
And it certainly feels more, closer than your average podcast.
Yeah, because if people say what's my niche in podcasting, I would tell them I allow everybody to fucking show up. Right? It doesn't matter. Like if any of you guys want to show up on stream, I've always said anybody's welcome. Just chat enough, contribute enough to the conversation. If I see that you're worthy of bringing in, and by worthy i.e. you're interested. That's all what worthy means. You show up, right? and it's a more casual form of podcasting. And I find podcasting in general to be casual. I think people professionalize it too much over the years, and it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like the different the break from radio, right? Where radio is like blah 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 blah. Podcasting is supposed to be a more relaxed platform. And even as I'm playing Minecraft right now, which technically counts as like a gaming live stream, I still want it to be in podcasting format, which is why I led with topics, right? Like talking about stuff. And if you guys have anything to talk about, something actually particularly something that particularly interests you, and you have nobody to talk about it with, and you want us to talk about it, we can go ahead, right? The point is fun, as you said, Shinji. So yeah, let me guys show you my domesticated farm. And Khalid, you can view, since you're not showing up on the in the actual game, just look at the stream to take a look see. So,
I am in the game.
No, I know you're in the game, but you're not with us. So if you want to take a look at what I did in the village.
Okay.
So this is our villager breeder, right? Food gets shut out here, which is already not filled up, but no worries. Let me go ahead. Let me get some. What do villagers eat? I think they eat bread, right? Yeah. Hi, kitty. What are my thoughts on MMA? Oh, I used to be super into MMA way back when. So yeah, this shit shoots bread. It falls down to the peasants. They take it and then they breed and they make kids. And then we'll do stuff with them. And then they get locked up here in their super special room where they give me shit. There's plenty in Minecraft that people don't know. But to discuss MMA, I used to be way into it. It got a bit too repetitive for me because it's the same pattern of one guy is a bit better than the rest. He gets hyped up during games, and then he shows up, and then they fight. And I slowly I lost interest in the sport of it.
I wish there was more diversity in MMA, in the sports itself.
There you go.
It became just a meta of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, and Muay Thai.
Well, it's you can't blame them for that because that's what works, right? But what I can blame them on is not making the fights interesting. Like, MMA used to be way more interesting during Pride Days, where they did actual like matchups, and it wasn't really a sport; it was more of an entertainment. That was a huge focus that I think MMA misses now. It's trying to be too much like boxing. Flashbacks 1865. But yeah, you see, baby villager over there. Then you domesticate them, and I need your help. Since we can't mess with the nether, here are some tools. Right there.
What?
You see the tools? Come with me. Matt, stop it. Right, there we go. We used to have a door here, but somebody removed it. I don't know what happened. But you see this hill?
Okay.
It needs to become flat land. Get on it.
What? With the buildings over it and shit.
You see where I'm working right now? I'm gonna extend that building all the way across here, so it can host way more villagers. And I want to have every type of enchantment scouted out. Right? I want to have mending available for everybody. I want to have fortune available for everybody. I want like all the good enchantments to be available for anybody who wants it, and the ability for them to trade it. So we're gonna build a bunch of auto farms here. Just a bunch. There's a ton of projects to be done in this village, which is why we built the performance.
Right.
So we're gonna.
And
It starts with
when is the
domesticating hills.
end adventure?
The end adventure. We can do it at any point, really. Again, we already have the pumpkin, so we can put the pumpkin head, and we have the tools, potions and all that. So let's just decide who's gonna come, and we do it.
Alright.
It was like a dance performance in
Want those
MMA.
elite-
A dance performance in MMA, huh? That would be nice. Oh, creeper. Come here.
What did Ralosvek do?
I give up.
What?
I don't know what that means. You can still talk, you know. We're talking about MMA. What's your take
Yeah.
on
No,
MMA?
no, I give up in game.
Oh, in game? I know this is like your third time playing. Come on, shit's not hard.
You tell that to the cave spiders that ambush me and constantly respawn.
Yeah, don't go to
As I'm
caves
in a
when you're
hole.
not ready. It's that simple.
I had so many of those ruby things.
What ruby things?
We'll get him back. Emeralds?
Spider eyes?
Oh,
No, no.
redstone.
They look
I
like
think it means
redstone.
redstone.
Dude,
Redstone.
redstone is everywhere. Don't worry about it.
Okay, and I had my iron legs and all my other shit.
So, wait, GameStop situation. What do you mean, Fervid, about the GameStop situation? We don't need to see default settings of fight. We need to see moves. There has to be some fair ground, like when it comes to like how a sport is done. But it also has to be somewhat entertaining. And the problem with MMA, it is a violent sport, and it allows literally everything, right? And the problem with that is that people want to fight so they can fight the next day. So they have to be safe as well. And playing safe is not really entertaining, right? What that turns out to be is a boring fight. They try to like fix it with like fight of the night and exciting fighters get more title shots, but it's still way better to just try. Just like fucking what do you call it? Play it safe.
I think you have a point, Trillion,
Yeah.
with the whole entertainment business. But I also think they don't want it to be a sport. They want it to be this weird mix that they can't figure out. Because they want the entertainment value because that makes money. But they also want it to be taken seriously as the authority. The where if you win in MMA, you're the best fighter. They want to become a sort of authority on martial arts.
Right.
And they can't figure out which one.
Actually, if I think now that I think about it, now that you mention this, I don't know if you guys know about Bellator.
Nope.
Bellator is much like the UFC, but it's a different format, right? And the way Bellator does it is they do tournaments instead of events, and then you work your way to the champion and all that. Instead, they do tournaments, and so if you're a champion, you're the champion of that tournament, and you show up with that tournament the same as the rest. And they do the tournament across like a full year period, where fighters like work their way up through the tournaments until they reach the top. I think that format's way more interesting than what the UFC has right now, which is you fight until you rise up some artificial ranking. Some idiot who never fought decided is the way to do it, and then if the UFC company decides that you're worthy of a title, you're worthy of a title challenge.
Wait.
Welcome.
There's a company for UFC.
Got that? Yeah. Sorry, Yasha. And
Wow, official.
well, officials here. Welcome to the Minecraft server. Fight as if it was your last day. When he calls the humans in Minecraft subject and was talking about the intensity. Here's the thing. Ow. Here's the thing. These are not humans. These are plebeians. They do not have rights. They do not have privileges. They give me money and they eat my food. That's pretty much it. They work for me. This place will officially be named Gulag number 14. I'm gonna make a sign.
What happened to the previous two?
What happened to it?
13. The previous 13.
We don't talk about what happened to Gulag 13. It's forbidden. How do you make signs? Shit. Never made signs.
A stick with planks on top.
Stick with planks on top like this.
6 planks.
No, that's a shovel or a pickaxe.
One
six
stick,
planks.
6 planks.
Okay, got it. All right, that's expensive.
They give you like 4 or 6.
They give you 3, so I'm gonna put it here. Gulag number, and this is not hashtag sign, you fucking filth. This is number 14. There we go.
That would make a great hashtag, by the way.
Fervid, I already told
Gulag
you.
13.
Explain. Oh, okay. Sorry, Fervid. Sorry. Khalid, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, that would make a great hashtag. Gulag 13, hashtag, this is not a fucking hashtag.
So, Fervid, you said GameStop is in a bad spot because Sony started sending more digital game copies than physical. How do you send digital game copies?
By email. There's a link that you click on your email, and then it gives you access to where they keep the digital game to record. It's like when people send you Kickstarter PDFs.
Right.
Same concept.
Right. So, they're pushing the direction towards digital. I find this super ironic, because if you remember, the PS4 was sold upon the idea that you can keep your used games, right? We're better than Xbox because we have we don't let you pay pay for games you've already bought or something like that. And here they are, just sitting there doing exactly what Xbox wanted to do or Microsoft wanted to do, like 7 years back, promoting digital.
I don't think digital is gonna be the future, or at least not the near future. I think for the near future it's gonna be cartridges. Gaming started with cartridges, it will go back to it.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. Like digital sales have been increasing every year. Like every year that passes, digital gets even more and more like relevant, if you will.
Yeah, you
That's
ever
fine,
heard
but
of
there
something
are
called
people who
Steam?
don't buy digital. There are people who want to buy physical stuff.
Yes,
They don't
and we
want to be
call
linked
them
to the internet.
Plebeians who don't understand the world they live in, as what we call them.
I want to have cases of every game I buy.
That's fair enough.
Good.
I'm a
Yakuza 5, for example.
Hello, what's up, guys?
Sup, Hamod?
What's up, Hamod?
Jump in. We have a lot of trouble to fix.
Finally back.
Get your job straight.
All right, I'm already in. I was AFKing the whole time.
Hamod, the nether reset. Work on it. We lost our highway.
What?
Yeah.
Then it's a reset, huh?
Yep. We lost all the
We're
progress
worried
we made
every
in the
time we're
nether.
gonna do a plugin, it's gonna change.
So check on it, please.
I will. Just let me think a bit.
Thank you.
But yeah, I was saying, for example, in the Yakuza series, that's very popular in Japan, but not as popular outside. They once tried to make a what's it called, a spin-off, and they thought, okay, what would the Americans like? So they make Yakuza Dead Souls. It's a zombie Yakuza game, a zombie shooter that's Yakuza, and it was sold so shit that they freaked out about the entire English market. Fucking Japanese guys in Capcom, they're like, oh, holy fuck, what did we do? And so the next game after it, Yakuza 5, the main series, they did not make it for a Western release. Until people petitioned Sony enough to release it on outside Japan, so they released it only digital. Much later on, last year, they made a remake No remake, a remaster, HD and all of that for the Yakuza 3, 4, and 5, and they released you can buy a empty case for Yakuza 5 that's in English for collectors.
Right.
And I want to get that. I want to have all the cases because I'm a fan of that. So once everything goes digital, our collectors are gonna lose out on this sort of hobby?
Probably not. And yeah, black man holding cube, 1870. Black lives matter. Enderman lives matter. But so here's the thing. I don't think it's ever collector editions ever stopped being a thing, even for digital copies. So they the gaming market knows generally that you can't people want to be part of that special 500 who have the collector edition. So I don't think that's gonna die. But I think cartridges, in the sense that games will be linked to a cartridge and not to your own personal account, that idea is slowly fading, slowly gonna fade. And Steam pioneered it, and it will keep pioneering it. It's not something I like per se. I like having physical copies as well, just for nostalgia's sake, if anything. But I will admit, sometimes I don't want to go to the store to get a copy. I just want to play the game now while I'm at home. So I just buy the game online on the store, let it download while I go eat food or something, and then just fucking play it.
I mean, look, to be fair, if your argument is because that's the way we used to do it in my day, then go live on a farm with the rest of the people who are now dead who used to say that argument. There's so many in any different, people in architecture and city planning are making that argument when they're saying, oh, we're changing and gentrifying cities to the point that we don't even recognize where we are anymore. And people hate it because they've lost the memory of what they once were.
So what are you suggesting is that heritage is shit? Is that what you're trying to say here?
I'm saying shit dies, it changes, get used to it.
Yeah,
because in every other situation that is a thing, and people said no, it's usually for something that a lot of people agree we probably should have. There's you could make the same argument with women's rights, with the fact that female children should not be killed, or that slavery it maybe isn't that cool anymore. You can make that same argument with those things, and if it applies in those things, then it should be equally applicable in this gaming argument.
Okay, guys, hear me out.
Your volume is low,
I'm
Hamod.
about to stop
Get
the
closer to
server.
the mic. Get
I'll
close.
have to stop the server a bit.
Alright, let me go to safety.
Now then I'll tell you what happened.
Okay. So first things first. Shinji, I gotta say, I know you for 20 minutes now. You are my YouTube waifu. I don't know if you're saying it to Khalid or me, but it's appreciated nonetheless. But here's the thing. Khalid. There is one problem to what you just said, at least as far as I'm concerned. It's a quote by Winston Churchill. It goes as such. Without what was it? Without culture, it was about culture. I forget the quote. What the quote was exactly. I think I saved it on my phone because I keep bringing it up whenever somebody brings this argument up. This is how often I have this fucking talk. Let's see. No. How do I find favorites? Yeah, so without tradition, art is a flock of sheep without a shepherd. Without innovation, it's a curse. It's a corpse. Right? The idea here is just because there is something new and fresh that's better or more practical than the new thing, or the old thing, that doesn't mean that there isn't inherent value in that other thing. Know what I mean? There's
No.
yeah, like
Exactly.
yeah. So the heritage has to be something that is appreciated and protected. So if there is, for example, a traditional living area in like Great Britain that preserves the heritage of the British, and you want to take it down because you want to build just yet another skyscraper, I'm personally against that, because the value of the cultural value of a skyscraper is not as important and as inherent as the cultural value of what you call it. Of the cultural building, because people in the new world will look at those cultural sites that got destroyed and they'd be cursing you to the end of your days because they wanted to experience it too and you robbed them of that experience. I mean, isn't Saudi Arabia like for every like 3 seconds destroying yet another cultural heritage site and everybody's getting mad? It's the same thing, just with businesses instead of an idiot government, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm not advocating the destruction of it. I'm just saying like it becomes that weird argument where it's just people are saying, "Oh my God, we lost this thing that we intentionally destroyed, and only now we understand the value." People inflate that and use it.
Yeah, it
Or,
can
like-
easily go the other way. I can see where you're going there. I can
Yeah,
see where
like-
you're going. Yeah.
The arguments that I have seen where they have used that argument are weak and actually even worse than if they had never used the argument first. Like it actually works counter to what conceptually they were trying to achieve.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I get what you mean. I get exactly what you mean. Okay, so the server
Yeah.
will be reset in 3 minutes
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not reset, but restarted. Yeah. So basically, I
Do
don't
your
wanna cut
job,
you off.
Hamod.
I don't want to cut you off, but basically what happened is that when we installed the mods, I think that's my theory,
Plugins.
that the nether world got separated to another folder.
Really? So if now if we go back in, like you put it back?
Just put it back, hopefully, yeah.
Okay, let's hope for the best, right?
Oh,
Can you
'Cause-
please not screw up my highway?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'm just
fine,
about
man.
to say that.
It's fine. Our highway
did
is
it
more
reset?
important
Did
than
it-
yours.
Did it reset?
My highway is like 3 times as long.
Yasha,
Yeah, okay. Did
I
it
will
reset?
build you another highway.
Okay, Mash, go.
Nether, the nether, did it reset fully?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was fully new. It was fully new. Nothing was the same. Like everybody lost their progress.
Yet coincidentally, I spawned right next to a bastion in the same biome. Twice.
Not only that,
So
Hamod,
maybe
like you see the
I
village
think it's
portal?
the same seed.
It's the same seed, definitely. Because I recognize some of the terrain, but you see my the village portal that we had.
Yeah.
The village portal, if you walk through it, it's the same portal as the one from my original location. And if you walk through it, it gets us back to spawn. So that portal is dead. So that's why I
And
was
my
confused.
portal that teleports you like 10,000 blocks away is gone.
Yeah, probably. Let's take a look. So the way
Alright,
Khaled,
we're starting in a minute.
The way Khaled thinks is literally why I have a family name that how I don't get the sentence, Shinji. And well, I share your sentiment. I like the new and the old houses too. Both have their flavor, but both have to be protected. And you know, again, as Winchester Churchill said, without tradition, art is a flock of sheep without a shepherd. Without innovation, it is a corpse. So you need both. Both are necessary. What's pushing me? Oh, no, I'm going. Hassan goes, the problem is in the culture of separate years. The architecture is just mostly aesthetically pleasing anyways. They're removing beauty. Actually I agree with this, Hassan. The modern architecture style, I've studied it as a civil engineer, and I've seen videos on it, right? And I find it personally disgusting because it's just a bunch of straight lines with angles left and right, sometimes front, and somebody looks at that, it's like, oh look, we made a square and made a triangle right next to it. Isn't that beautiful architecture? I find that fucking ugly. where like there should be some sort of structure. There should be some sort of there should be some sort of fucking flavor to the thing you're doing. You can't just make a bunch of random lines and call it like architecture. I'm really sensitive on this subject. As a civil engineer, I despise the architects anyway. They're like the bad guys, right? But this is extra, right? This is an extra thing that made, like, when I try to understand why they do the things the way they do, and literally some guy, some French dickhead decided that this is the new way of doing architecture, and everybody's like, yeah. We want to modernize. You want to be like the French. Blah, 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 spread it everywhere. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, rant over.
I actually fully agree with you. I actually remember going into your old house back maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah?
And I especially loved it, actually. I hate the new renovations that you guys did. I love old houses.
Yeah,
I love how like cozy they are. And every time I look at these cozy-ass homes that are made of wood in, let's say, in the West, as they say, the infidels, I just imagine myself living there. Oh my god, just looks so amazing. You know, the boring blocks that we have here.
And of course, you'd be equally as bored if you were living in like a modern city like New York or something, because it's just a bunch of like skyscrapers. That's pretty much it.
Fuck New York, man.
Well, no. New York has lots of like, you see skyscrapers, but you're thinking of like one specific island and one specific part. New York has like so many different islands, and each one has their like. I actually once did a Cthulhu game on New York, so I had to research the shit, and like I had friends talk to me about this.
Right.
And that each island of New York has its own actual mayor. And it has its own like unique ethnic mixing and grouping and architecture and police. So like it's pretty much literally like going to another completely different city,
Right.
within the same city. So
Yeah.
the skyscraper thing is literally like the tourist trap of one part. You know, when you think of Dubai, everyone thinks of skyscrapers and things, but then you never stop to think, wait a minute, do people actually live here in the first place? And then that's when you realize, oh wait, there's so much more to Dubai than that one scenic view. So that's a trap people fall in for New York, you know.
Fair enough. I guess I prematurely judged, but you get the premise, right?
Yes.
And Shinji, no, you don't call me Salt. The Salt Grinder is the name of the show. You call me Trillionpacks, which is my other channel. Just Trillion is fine.
Daddy Salt.
Oh no, guys, do not start that. Do not make it a thing. For the love of God.
Daddy Salt confirmed.
No. What have I done? I gave it legitimacy. No.
No, by the way, you know what the worst part is? People are gonna start saying, I like it saltier, Daddy.
No, okay, stop.
What the fuck was that?
Trillionpacks. There. I don't
Too
know
late.
why the
It's already
screen
there.
switches when I go around here. Yeah, but yeah. There you go. Trillionpacks. You see, because the Salt Grinder wasn't my original channel. I have the Trillionpacks channel, which I used to do vlogs in. And the Salt Grinder was a collaboration between me and Louis Senpai. Later known as Louis
It's not
Cheeks.
a vlog. Don't say it like that. You make it sound cringe. But it's already cringe. But
It's
yeah.
a video blog, a vlog. I don't care if the boomers and the fucking jackasses walked with their sticks and stole what's rightfully mine. It's a fucking vlog, a video blog. but yeah, like we collabed on this channel to do the Salt Grinder after the anime Lana says you're missing a ton of history, right? And so the name stays, the name of the show, the Salt Grinder, and I'm your host, Trillionpacks. Ooh, bad Hassan. Sheikh Packs. Okay, is the server back on?
I'm doing something. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
All right. Just give me a minute. Yeah.
But yeah, like when it comes to cultural heritage and all that nonsense, I just wish there was more originality in the world. And I'm not talking originality from like what the fuckheads do these days, which is, you know, make an Instagram account, draw like anime strips, and the art is shit. But when you tell them that their art is shit, it's like, oh no, this is my style. No, I'm not talking that. That's not the type of originality I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of people actually like going CDPR style. I don't know about you guys. The new Gwent update just hit, okay, and the art on the cards. I've never thought you can animate paintings. I thought that was impossible. But
There was this one guy that painted 10 different cards, each one a style. One looks like a Renaissance painting, and one looks like a 3D modeled card, and it's all just so different.
yep, and
It's crazy.
it's
Think about
fucking
it,
genius. It's fucking genius. The fact that they can animate paintings. I try to paint, right? I got into painting. I still want to get into it. The fact that I'm just dealing with a still frame causes me distress and nightmares, right? I can't imagine actually fucking animating that shit. What are my PC specs? I don't know. I didn't build it. Where's DarkraiQ when you need him? Actually, Hamod, do you know my PC specs?
26. I think I remember 2060 Super. i9 processor, but I don't remember the number. Hold on, let me just get it up.
9th generation, the processor.
Ninth generation, yeah.
Yeah,
i9,
ninth generation.
i9.
Yep.
That's what I remember. Alright.
You can just look for web. I love him. This sounds like a Polish name, and therefore I love him too. But yeah, I don't build my PCs. I outsource it to the 3 people I know, my 3 friends who actually got into it. I find it unnecessary for me to get into PCs if there are 3 people in part of my friend group that also know about PCs. So I just relegated to do stuff. I didn't even set up my own OBS. you should have saw that. Talks about an original, same-looking architecture. Plays a game that only uses cubes. Dude, the stuff I've seen people do in Minecraft, I think cubes are a good format. No, it's not. OBS is not hard. What? OBS is not hard. You just gotta click the right buttons, and if you click the right buttons, everything happens magically, which I still cannot believe. The fact that this stream is actually smooth, I cannot believe it. Because I come from a generation where I had to open 5 YouTube videos or 7 YouTube videos, go to sleep, wake up to watch them, and then go along my day and repeat the process tomorrow because the internet was so slow, right? And that felt magical to me. And here we are right now, right? I sound like I'm fucking 50.
Well, you look 50. That's the thing.
How old am I? I'm 23, right? Am I 23? Fuck.
You're younger than Summit?
Yes.
I think,
yes, I am.
yeah.
Yes, I am. He's not in 1995. I'm 1996. January. Did I hit 24? Yeah, I hit 24. I hit 24. Yeah, I hit 24.
It's gonna work, I think. Let's go. Let's start this.
You're
over.
January? How come no one mentioned your birthday?
You're
Yeah, I'm a January bitch. They put me with the like in school. They put me with the 95s.
Yeah, I'm similar.
But it's January. It's because I never mention my birthday. I don't give a shit.
I just. For me, I barely escaped 20,001. Barely. December something.
You're December 2000, right?
December 2000, yeah.
Yep. So you are new generation. You are filth, basically.
I'm not new generation. I associate by 2000 and under. That's what I associate myself.
You look like my dad if I knew. I get that a lot. I remember I didn't used to have a beard and still people thought I was older than I am. I can't imagine now with the beard. Like people give me like an easy 40.
Join, guys, join.
All right.
Yeah.
People give me an easy 40 age, but I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. First things first. Check the Nether highway.
Check. Yeah, check the nether. I'm rejoining this.
But yeah, it's not that I look older than I am. I think I sound older than I am, and my. Yes, it's back! It's back!
The nether's back?
Woo! Woo! Woo!
How the fuck did that work? I thought I'm just messing it up.
Okay, Hamod, where are you? I want to go. Come and give you a kiss.
Virtual kisses. Yay.
Yes.
Virtual
The thing you worked. The thing you worked. Okay, you have your cords, Yasha, right?
Where is the portal?
How do you get to the Nether? Well, where? Do you see the greenhouse? What? If you see the greenhouse, that's my
Alright,
place.
I'm back,
You get
I'm
it
back,
from
I'm
there.
back.
Another way to go about it is you can go down the in our mining station, which is made of, which is a pile of dirt. You can see it, and there's another portal
Where's the
down there as
village
well.
portal?
Oh, Matt, there's a wooden house right next to the village. Actually, let me just guide you there. No, guys, Father Saltine the Second. You know what? Father Saltine the Second approves. No, close the door after you exit, Matt. Creepers can come in. And Hamod has Arab money is asking for a rematch. Like okay.
Asking for what?
He's like, after the stream, can we do a rematch?
Sure, just get
Why are
ready
there
to
zombie
get
pigments
whooped.
here?
They spawn on anything that's.
But there shouldn't be zombies.
No, zombies are all around now. Yeah. So, what's your name? Let me show you around. So first things first. Grab yourself. Oh yeah. International Minecraft greeting. Yes. Grab yourself some golden boots. Let me make you some.
We still didn't get saddles, huh? Alright.
There you go. Grab yourself the boots. Right? Wear them. The zombie pigmen, if they see you without gold on you, they will hit you. So with the golden boots, you at least move around a bit safer. You have two exits. You have this exit to the basalt biome, and you have above to get you to the crimson biome and the crimson and the warp biome, right above there. Have fun. Okay, Yasha.
I don't have my cards.
You don't have your cards? Not even your regular village cards?
I have the new ones, yeah. But
The cards should be the same.
they weren't. They were different by a little bit, but I think.
Okay.
Should be able to find it.
Okay, Matt, it's a bad idea to go from here. The basalt's kind of dangerous. Come here. Come here. Take the carts. Because there's lava everywhere and magma cream that wants to kill you. By the way, you see those, man?
What's the- what-
See those things over there? You can put a saddle on them and ride them across the lava. Future project.
Where's your iron, Trillion?
Good question. It keeps getting lost.
Oh wow.
Too many
Wonder
people
why.
coming. Too many people coming to the server. It's public access. So. Okay.
So the current coordinates for the Nether is 93830. It's even different than the one you first sent.
Probably because we're in a different location. Where are you, man? Come here. Come here. Let me show you where I got you the records.
Okay, one second.
You have to ride the cart. Go up.
Anybody have any arrows?
Did you give me the codes to the village?
To the village portal, which is our hub in the Nether.
Why not the spawn portal? What do I do with the village portal?
Because it's closer to everything. The spawn portal is literally next to a lava lake filled with shit. This gets you to actual ground. and then you can just take the car to the home.
Well, which one gets me to our spawn? The base.
The base? Oh, right below.
Then that's the one I care about.
Oh, okay. So this, yeah, like I wanted to connect everything through the Nether hub, but sure. Okay, stream is not
I
doing
mean,
it.
sure, but if I connect it to this one, then it is connected to another hub. And this one's closer anyway.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. No worries, no worries. Go ahead.
So,
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the village, keep earth working. All right? Or wait, do you know where your portal is? Or
I need a lot of bullshit.
What the fuck happened to the place?
oh, I changed a lot, Hamod. Remember? Okay, Hamod, I'm gonna tour you, and then you're gonna help me out find this place.
All right, I will, but
No,
there
through-
was a bridge that I made here. Is this the old bridge?
No, the old bridge, Hamod, is on that side.
There was a bridge that I made, if you remember,
yeah.
one block.
Yeah, Hamod, it's on the other side. It's on the other side. I covered it because gas. We were snipe. They keep sniping. Up. Bleh, they
But
kept
there's
sniping
still a
us.
path, right? There's still a path.
There's still a path. Yes.
I mean,
There's-
oh yeah, there it is. There it is. All right.
Yep.
All right.
There's still a path. Okay, Hamod. First thing you do, give Yasha admin rights. Okay. Let him find this portal because we're the reason he fucked up.
Sure.
There's a gas here.
Yep. I'll save you. Wow. I don't have arrows.
to fight it. Yeah.
Balls.
The one of the main chests in the normal world has about 15 arrows, I think.
15 hours is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only need 3 to kill a ghast, so don't miss.
Actually, that's the thing. That's why we're making the village, right? Because Fletcher's for 1 emerald gives you 16 arrows. So you can easily make a ton of fucking arrows without needing to grind flint.
We just need flint. Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Flint
feathers
is
for
annoying
the.
to get.
Yeah, that's it. That's the issue, and I don't want to enchant shovels quite yet. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing earth working over here.
We'll go to the bridge thing. There are some stuff that I missed actually.
What? Literally
wanna go
nothing
back to-
changed. You know, technology usually doesn't work like this.
What, the world you mean?
Yeah,
Itself?
like the overworld is exactly how we left it before when the Nether broke. Right?
What was your theory again?
It worked. The theory is right. Basically, basically, like I think the jar file of the plugins, which is bucket and spigot, actually separated the dimensions and the world from each other. So I basically just copied the world itself and put it back. I actually don't remember how you did it, but it's easy. I distinguished themselves by checking actually the creation date.
Huh. Hamod, Shinji wants you to be sacrificed to the Nether because you're a heretic.
What?
I don't know.
Let me check.
Also,
Wait, so
Hamod,
Hamud. No, you go first. Sorry.
Hamod, can you also go to Discord and text Raz that the Nether is back so he can actually access his stuff? Because he made a base in the Nether and he thought he lost it.
Sure.
Alright, what was I doing here?
Also, Shinji, good luck with that. There. Okay, you really want to follow this death bridge that teleports you to the other side of the map?
I am still working on the villager stuff, Hamud. And I want to cut wood.
Sure. Alright.
That was how I started the stream, actually. Me cutting wood until like everything got fucked. Also, Khalid, you can just go ahead and ride the minecart. It's right there. Is Khalid even here?
when I work up the.
He is.
No, I'm in Total War, and I need to kill people.
Which Total
To
War
get
is it?
revenge.
Was
Because
it
I'm gonna
about
judge
your
you.
stuff?
Warhammer.
Ew.
Ah.
The game where it turned fully arcade. Like when they stopped
What?
caring.
I don't even like. Well, I
He doesn't
didn't
even
really
play the older titles.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Then maybe I can see why you like it, but like basically they made generals just like OP units. They turned it into a fucking war, like World of Warcraft type of nonsense. And
Okay. Firstly, yes, technically some of the heroes are very strong, but like they're not invincible. I mean, okay, like so if you know certain combinations, you can come up with the stupidest combos ever. If I find a video, I'll show you one thing where this guy realized he could get an archer squad that have like armor piercing super magic arrows that just, but they're super expensive. Okay, so usually you only have one of this unit. This guy figured out a way. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have two of these guys, and my whole win strategy is just these two archers. What he did is he got a weird combination that eventually became they would continuously fire with 1 second reload time.
right?
So it just became a fireworks display of pure death, and it was so beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you see, that's why I
what-
dislike it. That's why I dislike it. Exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I played the game. I played the games, and I played all of Total Wars. When I play Total War, I look for, let's say, a look. Like, it looks realistic. I want a look of realism. I don't want it to be realistic, but I want a look of realism. I want to feel like there's a real battle going on. I wanted to satisfy that urge of watching real combat. Actual combat. Not fucking dragons killing everything. I wanted, like, a feel of realism there. This is why I play my favorite Total War is Shogun.
Then don't play races that have dragons. Just play humans. They have artillery and
Yeah,
cannons
magic
and
artillery.
mortars.
Magic artillery, exactly.
Don't pick
I
the
tried-
magical. That's like high tier shit. Just play for the low tier shit.
Dude,
Then I'd play another
I even
game.
played multiplayer.
That's the
I
thing.
tried playing it. I only ever played the humans because that's where I'm only interested in. I tried. Well, I tried.
I mean, if
But
you
I
don't want
couldn't get
any
into it.
bullshit, weird stuff, like honestly, I'd say just play dwarves, because everything they have is based on technology.
Exactly. The dwarves are cool. Dwarves are cool. I agree.
Yeah.
The copters and all that. I remember just the copters in Warhammer 1 just getting decimated by everything with a missile.
Yeah, and then they gave them some upgrades. Like they even made one helicopter. They made something called Regiment of Renown, which is like
I know it. I remember it.
yeah. So my favorite
I was
one
there.
of all of them has to be the dwarf bomber. And
Yeah,
it just
I remember where you can bomb, I think, 3 times, right? With the
normally
much
yeah,
longer, the bomber.
yeah, but the Regiment of Renown one, that version is it has 10 bombs and it's a cluster bomb.
I
So
remember
the-
using it. It was one of the cooler units. Yeah, I get
Oh
it.
yeah, no, this one unit could easily decimate like 5 squads of infantry on his own.
But the
And that's
normal
before
bomber
it
was
even
shit. The normal
Yeah.
bomber was shit. I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you used to harass to fire. They covered the one weakness of being 3 feet tall.
Actually, here's the fun part of like if I'm gonna fangirl, yes, you are allowed to build a house. Just go ahead. And you see the wooden shack that's in the middle of the base of spawn. Those chests are public access. So if you need any materials or anything, it should be really low right now because a lot of new players came in. But you're free to have anything there. Any other house that's built, no, like. Rules of decency dictate we don't we don't do anything there.
We're gonna also add later we're gonna add plugins that protect your house and all that.
Yeah,
All the
so
fun stuff.
we ensure
No,
if
please
trolls
don't.
come in.
Don't ruin my chests again.
No, it's not gonna happen.
You say that, but I remind you of the thing I've been saying this whole time. Technology hates me. Please be aware of that.
That's not my That's not my fault.
Well,
But it is your problem.
that's cool. That's cool.
That's good. Yeah.
You win this one.
You fuck around with my save file, you gotta deal with it, okay?
Um,
That's
so,
not even your save file.
Well,
so,
you get the point.
Shinji asks, "What's your opinion on creepers? Is it a racial thing? I do not understand this statement. Can you guys help me?"
Is he talking about the monster, the creepers, or the activity?
Or the creeper,
that
the
people
mob
do?
in the game, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you can build. You can build in like near spawn. We all built near spawn, so you can go ahead. Don't touch the
hopefully-
middle too much, but you know, within reason. Everything within reason. I trust you know what you're doing.
Hopefully, like later, we can actually make a designated spawn point. That's what I really want to make.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Yeah. Oh, boom, boom. No, it's not a racial thing. The terrorists do not have a monopoly on blowing shit up. Okay. We didn't even invent it. Okay.
Technically, white people invented it.
Right. So.
Technically,
Yep.
white people made everything, so yeah.
Yeah. Hamod. You
Come
have.
on, let's not suck the dick off the rye so hard. You know,
You-
I mean,
you have-
rape is a universal thing. So, like,
You know,
give other people credit.
you have unlocked the race card now, and now you're gonna have to be punished. Hamud, you are officially cancelled. White
Ooh,
people
I don't
build-
have Twitter, but
White
I
people
don't have
built.
Twitter.
White people built everything. How dare you suggest that modern economy was constructed by European economists? How dare you speak history, Mr. Hamud Chan?
I'm sorry, don't kick me. God damn it! I just spoke only the facts.
By the way, this is actually an interesting transition. I thought it was interesting. So I remember one time in history class at university, the class was history of the world. So we just pretty much just found themes of patterns going around in different regions of the world and try to understand them in the greater context of the world. I think given that AUK is basically just a 101 of a university, it wasn't really in depth. But there was one interesting question. So one day a professor asked all of us,
Right.
what? Now his specific question was, which island did history begin?
Eh?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
what?
yeah. So let me rephrase again, so more articulately. In which island? In which central island
Yeah.
did all of history begin? That was his question. Yes.
Right. And what was the answer?
No, let's try to answer. What
I
ideas?
have no idea. I'm like, what? Cyprus? I don't know.
So some people, they were thinking two different ways. They were like, okay, let's think geographically. What is the most central island? They're focusing on single things that they could find out. Some people said, okay, Madagascar. Some people are saying, I don't know what. And then some people are like, well, it couldn't be Europe because Europe is an island. Me, I'm sitting there.
God, if it's Pangaea.
No. It's not Pangea. Not because, no. So I'm sitting there. I'm thinking, wait a minute. Why does this line of logic reminds me of a random thing I thought about when I was 12 years old and I didn't want to do my homework and I was looking at a globe. I apparently figured out the answer when I was 12 years old.
Right.
What's the answer?
So he came back down. He's like, okay, I'll give you a chance. He's like, I'll let you cheat and use your phones. He's like, oh, smug and shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Yasha. Anyway,
Okay.
genuinely an asshole. Anyway, so he comes back down and he's like, okay, no one got it. And I raise my hand up. Europe, Asia, Africa. And he pauses, like, yes, it's correct. Everyone looks at me, and including all of my SBSA majors, because we all sat together. They're like, Khalid, how'd you figure it out? It's like, simple. You have to understand what he's actually talking about. Firstly, what is an island? An island is a landmass surrounded by water.
Shut up.
Usually
Stop.
more
Stop.
water than land,
Stop.
correct?
Stop.
What? Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. No.
Okay.
No. No. I refuse.
No, it's right. Let me explain. Okay. So you have to understand
this.
2 key points. No, it is a very good point. But here's what you need to understand: an island is a landmass surrounded by water, and usually there's more water. By that logic, all landmass on Earth are islands, correct? Because there's more water than land, and it's completely surrounded. Okay. But here's the hard part. The history part is where people get confused. He didn't say where events started happening in a chronological order. He said history. History is specifically the study of what happens. Now, the way that we study in the world currently, like in academia and most around the world in history books, we study based on the model of academia established by the Europeans, by Arabs, by basically everyone on the home continent. Because everyone from the main landmass were the ultimate rulers of the world. Even when they crossed over, they fucked up North and South America and established themselves as the ultimate rulers of the world. Because if we studied like the Aztecs, we would have stone tablets, but we don't. We study like Europeans, like Arabs, like Greek philosophers.
Okay, I gotta stop you right there. You know what this reminds me of? A story told by another shit smart-ass PhD major. Okay, this time engineering. Okay, God rest his soul.
Okay.
He is passed. Okay, but that doesn't make what he said less shitty. He told us a story about I think some scientists wanted to get a lab assistant, right? So he was interviewing a bunch of people to figure out which one is the best, right? So what he ended up doing is he decided to take them to dinner and ask them questions, right? And the questions don't matter. What matters is he gets them soup, okay? And if they taste the soup beforehand and then season it, then they're okay. But if they salt it first and then consume it, then they don't have an experimental brain, right? And therefore they wouldn't make good lab assistants. You see the flaw in that logic, right? You see where the stupidity is.
Like a metaphorical story, or did this literally happen?
According to him, it actually happened, right? I don't remember the name of the stupid guy, and I don't even remember the name of the stupid doctor. Okay, that told me. But his point was that you got to develop these experimentation skills to be a good engineer, and he told the story. And I'm like, what if the guy doesn't order soup? What if the guy has been to the restaurant and knows they undersalt their soup? What if the guy needs sodium for his diet because, he's lacking on sodium? So it doesn't matter what's in the soup or how seasoned it is. He needs more salt.
What if the guy just fucking loves salt?
Okay,
why
there's
do you
something wrong
shame
with that
somebody's
question.
experimentation skills? How do you judge somebody's experimentation skills and how they fucking taste their soup? You cannot do that. It's a dumb way to judge people. It's like judging people on how nice they are to fucking strangers. You can't tell whether they're nice or asshole actually. You can't tell because you have to be pleasant to fucking strangers. It's stupid, and so is that argument. Just because a landmass and dude, my dad is a geography major. When I told him Australia was an island, he laughed his ass off. Right? He's like, yeah, technically, yeah, but if it's a continent and it's an island, the distinction loses meaning. So we have to not consider Australia as an island, geographically speaking. It is a continent. It's either one or the other. It loses meaning. So if you say the island of Asia or whatever, that's basically another way anthropology tries to make itself relevant.
Actually, no, Sham was a historian. He made that.
Oh, even worse. Historians trying to play geography majors. They're not. They're shit, and they should remain where they're at. And I despise that. I know I'm getting too angry at something that doesn't make any sense, but still, okay? This is dumb, and that's what college is about, right? Makes you think. Ugh. Fucking jackasses.
You should drink milk to wash out the salt in Minecraft.
Fucking jackass.
No, Hamod. He needs to taste it first to see if he needs salt.
Dude,
Yeah.
Did you hear the story?
dude, it's pretentiousness. I hate pretentious people. Oh, this is so- And doctors, PhDs are the most pretentious people you'll ever meet in your life. I think you guys have been there, done that, right?
Oh, yeah. No need to say it.
See, you know what my real question of that weird salt story was?
Right?
Is that did he genuinely not want to have sex with any of the students? Because like that's where I thought that was going. So I'm a bit disappointed.
Does everything revolve around sex around you, Khalid?
No, it doesn't. I literally never mentioned sex ever. I usually like sometimes rape and genocide, but never sex.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. And we're never salty. I know what you're talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean? And by the way, guys, I just made us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of arrows.
Finally.
Via the Fletcher.
Thank you.
So okay, I'm gonna make more. Just so I need more trading. Where's the other Fletcher? Yeah. So yeah, we never get that salty. But again, pretentious doctors need to die. They are bad for consumerism. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just happy that I'm trading.
Why are there so many Endermen in the Nether?
No, the warped biome has more basically is an Enderman farm. And I think the reason they put it there, or they made it like that, is because basically, I think 20% of players all across Minecraft in the world have ever been in the Nether.
Fuck the server, man. I rubber banded into lava.
And don't walk into lava.
Sad. F.
Rubber band.
F.
I walked on the bridge and then teleported back into the lava.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happens in every server. It happens in every server. It's something we gotta deal with.
Or so they say.
Just be careful. Like
It does happen in every server, man.
Even if you like MLG water or something like that, be careful because the server may glitch you out. Especially here, our connections are not the best. Jeez, I need more Fletchers. Hamod, we're rich.
I'm gonna be back in a second. Just downloading some mods actually for my client. Stuff like HP bars and maps.
Let's see here. Oh.
Oh, just remembered something. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was about Magic the Gathering and like the most
Oh
amazing.
yeah. I have to say it. You have to tell me. You have to tell me.
Okay. So I'll post it later in the group just so you guys can look at it. So sometimes when they release new okay, so it like just like Pokemon, okay, Magic has themes, okay,
Right.
like different Pokemon, different regions. In Magic, it's like you literally kind of like transport to another plane of existence, kind of like jumping between planets.
Right.
And
Okay.
recently, what they've been doing for like some boxes, they're like, hey, here's some promos. If you buy a box, trying to promote sales, we give you this card or maybe a special pack that you can't get anywhere else. Sometimes it's a different card that you literally can't get,
Alright.
and it's just good enough that you consider getting it, but it's not so devastating that if you didn't get it, there's no point in playing. It doesn't break the game, so that's good. So recently, for this one box they've been releasing, it's all like monsters and like pretty much like Godzilla, but like American version. Okay, all these cool monsters and shit. So they said, hey, you know what? If you buy a box, we're going to give you 2 promos. We're going to give you one, Godzilla King of Monsters. And it's literally Godzilla King of Monsters and its own specific card. And on top of that, you will give you a special package. In this package, you will find they made a series of cards. Each one is a monster from the actual box, but its artwork and name is replaced by a Godzilla monster. So there's like Mothra, there's Mecha Godzilla, so there's all of these things. Here's
Alright.
the real fuck up they made here, and no one could have predicted this, but it's fucking amazing. Okay? So there's one monster, okay, and this, by the way, I have to preface that this was done months before, like, 2020. This is like 2019. They first released the news in like fucking like November or some shit, you know. So like, keep that in mind, okay?
Right.
All right.
There's a specific card that's called Death Corona.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
Yeah, that's okay. You get what I'm saying? It's literally called Death Corona. Okay, just that alone, and it's this huge monster, and it's the flavor text is like basically you give a creature, if you throw them away, you give a creature ability to kill whatever it touches.
Even better.
Yes, Death Corona, and so right now I'm hunting to find the kaiju version. It's Space Godzilla Death Corona.
You know, I think to get the.
And here's the thing. They said that these cards will only be printed during the first wave of sales. So now they're gone. So whoever has it right now is gonna keep the shit out of that card, or they're gonna like the prices are so beyond inflated because everyone wants to have this card because it's so fucking hilarious.
The card itself is historical.
Exactly. Because like, who would have predicted that like this would have happened like this, you know? But like, yeah, this is shit that you dream of seeing happen in real life, you know?
Holy shit.
Death Corona. Oh my god. I was so excited. My friends told me. I was like going through all my contacts, like, hey, do you have Death Corona? I want to buy it.
Is it rare?
It's out of print.
Oh, was it rare back in the day?
No, it just got released.
No.
The
And
boxes
it's limited,
just
yeah, it's
got delivered around the world, and it was only printed once. So the Death Coronas that are out right now are the only ones in existence that will ever be printed.
You were trying to get one. How much are you willing to pay for it?
Man, 50 KD, easy.
Fucking hell.
Man, come on,
That's $160, $170 for you guys.
easily. Man, I bought bigger shit than that for stupider reasons. This is like history. Come on, man. You telling me you wouldn't want this?
God.
Fuck yes, I'm gonna get one. You must be insane if you think I'm not gonna.
Alright, fine.
So yeah, you know, just life is just amazing. That's all I have to say. Life is just amazing
That's
for
it,
all
huh?
the wrong reasons. Life is amazing for all the wrong reasons. That's the takeaway from the story.
It's a shame that the mods and plugins haven't updated yet. It's a shame people have lives.
I know, right? Like, you remember when the EU4 update got out? I wanted all the graphic mods to update immediately, but it took a couple of weeks, and I'm still annoyed. I want them to do it as quickly as possible. How dare you do jobs you're not paid for? Or not do jobs you're not paid for. I do not pay you, so you stop working.
What?
What do I need? need a book. Book. Yeah, slabs on a book. There we go. Okay, so I think I put a book over here. And then this, and this. No, then like so. No. How do you make that thing?
The thing.
That. Oh, here it is. Lectern. Oh, I need a bookshelf. How do I make a bookshelf? Okay, so 3 books. And 6 slabs. Got it. Alright, you know what time it is, Hamod?
Yeah.
It's time to fish for Mending.
Good luck with that.
Oh, I don't need luck. I have a villager. Efficiency 2, no. See, this is the tedious part, but it'll be all worth it once it's done. Bookshelf, no. Come on, load. Yes. Multi-shot, not bad. But no. This is prime Minecraft gameplay. By the way, Yasha, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just
Struggling?
not so much on the server.
Oh, right. Did you salt out?
I saw it.
Hamod, what?
I had what's it called? While I was making the bridge, I put all my important stuff in the chest in the nether. So I
Right.
finished the bridge. I went back to the chest, took everything, then I rubber banded into the lava.
Okay. Yasha. When I said, when I told Hamod to give you admin, it was to make the entire nether highway, right? So get your stuff
I
back.
finished it.
Yeah, get your stuff back.
Get your stuff back.
Get your stuff back.
Yeah. You don't deserve it.
Because again, we put you through a lot today. You're not.
Yeah.
And so far, like you, me, and Yasha will be the ones who get the admin rights for now. We'll manage the shit. Blast protection
And, well,
4.
yeah.
No, mending. Stop looking at stuff. No. So it's getting pretty late. So I guess we'll stream for a little bit more, and then we'll stop, guys. We already, I think, how many hours did we do? I think we did solid 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
We've been streaming for 3 hours?
Yep.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a difference between like a talking podcast and a
gaming
a
podcast.
gaming podcast.
More
You don't notice. You don't notice as much.
I am genuinely worried that I have no perception of time when I'm playing a game.
Your worry is correct. Nobody does.
Right?
Nobody can keep up. I put alarm clocks if I want to play video games and I have something after. Clocks plural.
Oh, this is why. The difficulty is set to easy. That's why the mobs don't spawn a lot.
Yeah, can you change that real quick?
Easy.
Just normal's fine.
Yeah, normal.
No wonder creeper explosions were doing nothing to me.
Hmm.
Enchantment for silk touch.
You got it?
I want mending. No.
Oh, it's gonna take you a while. I remember when I hunted mending, maybe 45 minutes.
No.
That's it?
I'm lucky.
That's actually pretty good.
I'm lucky. I am lucky.
But that day, it was 7 hours of Minecrafting just to get an elytra with mending.
Ugh. Yeah, I want. Basically, the only reason we're not going to the end yet, Yasha, is because I want mending before we go. I want us to guarantee that. So when we get the elytras, we can immediately put mending on it and then go and find more elytras. And put mending on those as well. Like, I want an infinite supply. And I think I found the most efficient way to trade.
What is it?
Fletchers. Fletchers trade like half a stack of sticks for 1 emerald. And so you chop wood, and that gives you planks. And planks gives you a ton of sticks. I just made 100 from 2 Fletchers. So imagine if we had like 8 Fletchers.
Oh, where's the prison that you guys have?
Do you see the nether portal?
Yeah?
It takes you through another highway. Okay, into another portal. Enter that.
Do we have a minecart there? Do I need to bring one?
There is a minecart. Feather falling 4. Shit. These are tempting, man. I
love feather falling.
Thiddy. What the hell is Thiddy, Horia? Oh, I hate this. What do you mean you hate this? Me grinding for... Me grinding for fucking mending?
Just go through the highway, alright.
Oh, this part
Why
brings
is there a
down
boat?
Tell me about it. What happened? What was that, Hamod?
Why is there a boat in the nether? In the chest.
So, how did we get all the villagers in one place, you think?
You got them in the boat with you.
Yep. So you
Bum, bum,
So
bum.
basically, it was just Hamud. The rule of thumb: Minecraft boats. These things are the strongest thing in existence. You can trap mobs in them. You can trap Endermen in them. You can negate fall damage with them. Because if you fall really high on a boat, nothing happens. These are the most powerful shit ever. Whenever any villager comes, like you see this place, guys, like Horia. See, this used to be 2 villagers. To drag them here via boats was a nightmare because it was from their houses all the way here. And you just put them here, and now I just get one out, put a boat here to trap them, and just move them all the way to where I want them to be. It's really efficient. But setting it up was a fucking nightmare. So I understand your plight, mister. It's really tough. Really annoying managing villagers. But nothing a little bit of a boat gameplay doesn't fix. Ugh. We really need to get a zombie villager and cure him. Because something that would cost 30 emeralds would cost you 4 books.
What up?
Looting 3.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, we have to discuss this, guys. Do we get looting 3?
Looting 3 all the way.
Because mending is
So-
important, but looting 3...
In what scenario do you say no to that?
The fact that I want
Do I
mending.
enter this?
But looting 3... Look, I'm getting it. There. 1 looting 3. Now this librarian is locked to looting 3. Okay, where are you, Hamud?
Well, how do I enter this place?
Just-
Where's the entrance?
Just come here.
Oh.
Here. Say hi to my people. I just made this new librarian. It has looting 3. Or he has looting 3.
I actually don't know the mechanics all that well. How did you make him?
Okay, come here. We don't have any fruits. Okay, so you see this dispenser, Hamod?
Yeah.
It shoots food. Okay, if a villager has 12 carrots, 12 potatoes, or 5 bread in their inventory, they breed.
Okay.
Okay, the thing needs to be 3 blocks high, which is this, and they need to have an extra bed for the new villager, right? So now we have the max amount of villagers here, and this thing is out of food. So if you put more beds, literally fill this entire area with beds, okay, and put a ton of food over here in this dispenser, we'll be having 100 villagers in this place. And you just trap them on a boat, cage them here, and trade with them. Aren't I benevolent?
Fuck.
Who
Put 6.
You know, who were the madmen who discovered that was a thing you could do in the first place, you know?
No, they introduced it, but the way people broke it. People broke it. They actually had to patch it to make it more balanced. Before, you only needed one of each to trade with. Now they run out, so you need to wait. You know, there's a recovery period before you can trade with them again, as you can see here on the stream. Like, you need to wait before you can do anything from that. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, yeah, I need pickaxes because I need to make a new living quarters for the new librarian. So I'm gonna find Mending in. So what do I need? I need a crafting table. That's why I'm killing that hill on the other side. Yeah, the villager zombie discount is Horia is fucking amazing. I saw like one of the YouTubers like do it, and I'm like, holy shit, why is that fuck? Come with me, Wa. Here's what I need help on. Yeah, just come over here. You see this hill? Like this entire thing? I need it to become flatland. Now, you don't have to do all of it, but every little bit helps. So, that would be appreciated. Thanks. Yeah, I know. Stream delay. But yeah, villager discounts are fucking amazing.
Okay, guys, have you heard about the news? Last of Us 2.
Yes, it is.
80% sales of sales are gone. Like it plummeted the number of sales by 80%, and refunds, and they're getting back they're refunding the game online and in physical copies. It's just like, and the creator himself, Neil Druckmann, is crying on Twitter. It's amazing. Dude, even PewDiePie, he was a fan
why
of
are
the
people refunding, though? You bought a shit game. It's your fault for even believing it's gonna be good.
It wasn't.
wasn't
It was a mix of reasons. Let's put it
No,
like
okay.
that.
Hold that thought, guys. Horia, it is an open server, and it is linked to the Salt Grinder YouTube channel. You can join in anytime. It's open literally all day, all night. So whenever you feel like playing, you can just show up. So it's not linked to us streaming. Yeah, there was Redstone here. I think my friend, like one of our guys, said he's the one who set up the dispenser, and he experimented here, I think. But yeah, go on, guys.
It was a multitude of reasons why people were upset. I mean, it's any combination of these. It's some people were like, "Hey, wait, do we give spoilers? I don't know. Should we?"
Give every spoiler possible. The game deserves no quarter.
Okay, sure. So some people were like, "Oh my god, main character is gay. What is this bullshit?" Some people were like, "What? This ending is bullshit. Fuck this shit." I think even one person, a friend of mine, said, and I'm kind of quoting him slightly. the game graphics are too realistic. I don't like it.
Okay,
So,
that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because he was actually complaining that
About the game crafts being too
quality,
realistic.
the good quality, was undesirable. And I'm like, oh my god, wow. He said like I don't like when these zombie apocalypse games have like good quality and they're realistic about the horror and the survival.
That's a huge nitpick.
And
What?
I'm like, man, what the fuck are you watching then? What's wrong with you? It's like saying, oh my god, look at all these black people at the NBA. I'm like, motherfucker, what did you turn the channel to?
Also, actually, I don't think that Ellie being lesbian is the main problem because she was already like, this was already revealed in some expansion. Shitty
Oh, yeah,
expansion
yeah,
in the
yeah,
first
totally.
game. Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't just
That's
one.
not the
it was
main
a whole
problem.
Mix. It was a mix of
Yeah.
reasons. It was a
Mix
cocktail
of, yeah, yeah,
of
it was a mix of
stupidity.
shit.
You know,
I would have,
and they were
I would
they
have
were
forgiven
gargling
just
that
one
shit.
mistake.
Oh. Yeah. So what do you have to say about it?
I would have forgiven just one mistake or two, but you fucked up the whole game.
You
How could you
fuck-
do that?
You hear that? You fucked up the entire game, dumbass. Deserve to die. Go take a shower.
In your face, Neil Druckmann.
No, it will definitely like polarize the fans. Half of them will like it, half of them don't. 80% want refunds. I love that shit. I love that shit, man. I live for this shit.
He was right, but not right on the numbers.
Dude, I didn't see anybody defend The Last of Us 2. I've been on the internet for like a week now, and I haven't seen anybody defend The Last of Us.
It's only these paid game journalists.
I don't think it's paid. I think they just don't have taste. I think they proved that this time, because it's clear like everything they said was good about the game wasn't. So it's either that they just stretched it super far. Oh wait, or they just
Well,
they're shit journalists. That's all there is to it.
Well, the thing is, most websites about certain topics, especially if it's like entertainment, I never pay attention to because the reason how they get money is based on clicks, and what's the best way to get clicks is to shit on something or to agree that something is shit. So I never actually take these things seriously. It's stupid. I would rather either go straight to the source of the complaint and make my own judgment, or see what the actual game designers or creators have to say about the product. Those are the only two opinions I will ever look to on this specific topic of genre. Because everything else is just, hey, give us money, click on our things. Fuck you. No, I'm not.
Also, you could also just ask a friend that you trust or something, and for an opinion on the game.
Yeah, find me one and then we'll talk.
Okay. I'm waiting to work on the server after we close the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your job. Wait, actually, oh, I forgot. I had a really insulting followed up by an actual question I have for you, Hamod. Okay?
What? All right. Go
So
ahead.
it'll be first be the insult and then the actual question.
Right.
Wait. Oh fuck! I forgot how I phrased it though. I had a very specific way of phrasing
Go
it.
ahead.
I had to remember. I thought about this for a while, and you were AFK for so long. I think it was kind of like, why are you such a shit admin? Why do you like? Okay, is it something like, why are you such a shit admin? Do you do this on purpose? Do you have nothing else better to do with your life? Followed by, if you were actually paid to do this, would you actually do it right? And that was a serious part of the question.
If I was paid to do this,
Yes.
I
Would you
would
actually do a good job about this?
I would probably like 5 hours of research daily, getting
Okay.
into YouTube videos, watching tutorials, talking with server creators and moderators.
I have
how to do
identified the
it.
problem of our Minecraft servers. You're welcome.
Admins are not getting paid.
Well, one admin is.
It's like a weird plugin to help you out.
No, Hamud gets no money from me. He already got enough.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Man, I would love to like. That'd be such a funny way to get paid to do a job to fix something by insulting the person who's meant to fix something, but also make everyone aware that he needs to get paid. That's such a win-win for me, you know?
Well, that's
I
why
make-
I didn't have a problem with the question.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, Trillion. Actually, I found a resource pack that's vanilla Minecraft, but more 3D-ish.
Right?
But it's kind of makes my laptop go nuts, so it might work on your super PC.
So you want me to run
PC
it for
Master
you?
Race.
Huh?
You want me to run it for you so you see how it looks like?
Yeah, and people can see it in the stream.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah, next time. I'm just saying that it's out there, and it looks pretty cool.
You look really cool.
Aww.
Thanks.
Sometimes the reverse insult doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work here.
Yep.
The only thing that works is the one we don't see coming.
Something like the what were you called? Daddy Salt, yeah, Daddy Salt.
Daddy Salt, yeah, I can't do anything. Yeah.
Salter daddy.
Hamod is an infidels. Plural.
It's a unit of measurement.
Yeah.
What have you done, Hamod?
You know that?
Yes,
Okay, so that's the second best unit of measurement I've ever heard in my life. The first one is gangbang, which is a unit of measurement when looking at how big a piece of furniture is.
What?
What?
Yeah, okay. So there's a whole story behind this, and I think you guys will find this interesting. This is to summarize how absurd my relationships are with people's wives. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Okay.
Okay, weird
So-
thing to mention. but fine.
Alright.
Okay, just yeah. There's a thing about this. Okay, so from the game, there's this guy who was like one of the original workers, and unfortunately he's a bit of a hermit crab, so people rarely see him. But when he is visible and he pokes his head out and it's midnight, so people come out to play. He occasionally, I lost track of the story. Anyway, he got married. Okay, this guy got married. I knew his wife. We were friends. We both went to good game. And so he's like, "Hey guys, I'm inviting everyone to my house, my new apartment." Like, okay, sure. It's his first apartment away from parents. He's married. I want to get him some sweets. Like a housewarming gift. So I go there, and I go up the elevator, and I see his wife. And before I could say anything, she turns to me and she says, "You're not allowed in the bedroom." I'm standing there and I'm stunned, and I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, that room, first door on the right. I'm like, okay. So I go, I enter in. They're playing a game. Him and a few other guys who were invited. I sit down and wait. After they finish, I ask him, "Hamod, so your wife walked out, and as I saw her, she told me I'm not allowed in the bedroom. Can you explain what this is?" This is what he tells me, okay? He says, he's like, "Oh yeah, so earlier in the day, I was telling her who was inviting. I was like, Zaid, Anwar, Khalid." She goes, "Wait, Khalid?" I'm like, "Yes." "Jessica Khalid?" "Yes." That's another story. Anyway, she says, "He's not allowed in the bedroom. Here's why." In her mind, this is an established fact. I and my femininity and my capacity for femininity
What?
is so much. Okay, so
What?
basically, okay. Firstly, people think femininity and masculinity means man and woman. No, there are characteristics which
Yeah,
were
you need to clarify.
seen-
That's why I said what. I heard the story before, but I need the rest of the people to understand. Yeah.
Okay. So femininity and masculinity are characteristics of humans. It doesn't mean stuff men do, stuff women do, because we both do this stuff. like classic example of
Shovel.
both of them working together is masculinity. You have a girlfriend. You're like, okay, we need to sit down and we need to talk. That's masculinity. There's an objective. Let's achieve it. Femininity. It's a quality of the interactions. You talking to her. You listening to her. You acknowledging her feelings. You see. So, in this story, however, this is not exactly what's being taken from it. In this story, femininity means the essence of being a woman. So, Hamod's wife is threatened by me because she views me as more feminine than her. And so I am a threat to her and her marriage in a specific manner that she knows me and Hamod will eventually have sex. In her mind, this is an eventuality. It is inevitable, you know?
Also to clarify in the chat, that Hamud's not me. We have like 5,000 Hamuds here.
He
What-
says that, but anyway.
God damn
Anyway.
it, Sinja.
Anyway. So here's the thing.
Alright.
So I asked, I'm like, okay, but why specifically only in the bedroom? I mean, you could have 3 gangbangs on your couch. Everyone laughs and they say, yeah, Khalid, because a gangbang is a unit of measurement. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, so he says,
I just remembered where the topic came from.
Yeah. It went full circle.
yeah. So then here's the thing. Hamud tells me that his wife is convinced that will happen, and she's okay with it happening. She's made her peace with it. She just doesn't want it to happen in her bed.
Did she just go write up a whole novel by herself?
I don't know. This is like, and this is someone I know. This is someone I know. I've interacted with before. She kind of knows me, and to her, you're gonna fuck my husband one day. Like, what do I do with that information? You know, like, what, how?
How
know.
did we come to this?
It's Khalid. When Khalid's on, weird stuff happens. You have to know this.
Infidels being used as a unit of measurement,
Yeah, exactly.
and as like the second best unit of measurement I've heard. Number 1 being gangbangs.
Look at the fucking chat.
I can't read it. What's happening?
Wait.
Go ahead, Hamud. You go
Just
ahead.
give me the general theme.
Alright. Hamud simp confirmed. Hamud in the first story modified confirmed. Hamud fanboy question mark. Hamud's married too. Did she just make a goddamn fan fiction of Hamud and spread?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now we
So
understand.
Hamud,
Her fan fiction brain
Hamud.
went out of whack.
Yeah,
Now we know.
way out of whack. Yeah.
Now we know.
no. It's not fan fiction. I'm telling you guys. She genuinely believes this to be objective truth. That
How did your husband come to know this?
her
Your
husband.
husband? I meant.
How did you feel about it, Hamud? Please tell me.
It's my mistake. I swear.
How did you feel about it, Hamud? Tell us.
Did that make you feel?
Oh, I felt very honored to be your husband.
Okay.
Ugh.
Man, this is my reputation, and I do nothing to create these things. I genuinely do nothing. I never say that I want these things to happen. I never even come up with a story or a conversation, and yet somehow I'm gonna fuck someone's husband who is also my friend, then who is married to a friend of mine. I don't know. This is my life.
The more important question here is: does she imagine it to be like a no homo situation, or?
Oh no, all of the homo. What are you talking about? Kind of dumbass.
No,
all of the homo.
I'm curious. Like, what type of homo was she thinking? You know, is it like black in the neighborhood type of homo, or is it?
What does that even mean, black in the neighborhood?
Okay, I don't know. Yeah.
You know, you kiss your. It's saying gay if you kiss your homies good night. Dude, I can't be the only one who knows
I mean,
these memes.
like-
It can't.
No, I do. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I think she was going for like Brokeback Mountain real gay. I don't know.
I don't get it.
Like dick and ass. We both like this gay. I don't know what other.
What?
Because like if we're gonna have sex, then that's gonna happen. I don't under. I mean, there's lots of other things. I mean, gay sex is the most creative thing that I've ever come across in my life. Not to say that I specifically had gay sex.
I don't know where it comes from.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Like, why do people have these perceptions of me?
Why is my life like this?
No. I mean, like, it's like okay, like I have a lot of YouTubers that I watch who are gay, and so I find it like fascinating. You know, coming from Kuwait, like to learn about gay lifestyles and culture is a very fascinating thing. You know, objectively speaking, it's just gay sex is the most imaginative thing humans have ever thought of. Like honestly, the things they come up with it disturbs me.
So you could say it's very versatile.
You don't even know the meaning of the word. You don't even know the meaning of the word. It's beyond insane what they come up with. Like the best way to illustrate how creative gay sex is without ever actually knowing anything about it is just go to YouTube and type in what is a rusty venture, and it's a reference to the cartoon show The Venture Brothers, where they discuss what is the sex move or rusty venture, and it's so absurd how many different variations they come up with. They're like, no, that's a snake venom. Like, holy shit, who comes up with this shit?
People with apparently too much time in their hands. Not
Right? Snake man, double frog man.
But I don't see the creativity in this. You know, I can.
Hear the descriptions and like, yeah, this is. I tell you what, like.
Suddenly, this live stream has turned PG. We promote all like the kids. Apples. PewDiePie.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Anything that stops this conversation flow from continuing.
And you invite me on
you're a
the thing.
plague on this planet.
You invite me to talk and discuss, and then you censor, and you're like, "Hey, I like this platform because people get to discuss things." Khaled, shut the fuck up.
Okay, he called me out. Shit. Okay, proceed. He called me out. Proceed, Khaled. Proceed. Tell us about your fascinations.
No, that was about it. But like the principle stands.
And you're still confused where people get those impressions from you.
No, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hamod, by his acts, is far more gayer than I am.
Maybe that's why.
Which Hamod? Which Hamod? What, is it me or your friend?
His friend Hamud.
Oh, alright.
Hamod,
You know,
calm
the
down.
thing is, if I say that you're my friend Hamod, then we're really gonna confuse people. So I consider us friends, Hamod.
Okay.
I'm just a bystander. No, here's the thing. It's not by what I say, nor by what I do, but rather just how I carry myself. Literally by me existing, people look at me and go like, "Huh, something there," and I don't know how. I don't know. It's just a thing. I can do nothing, and people have this. I don't know. I have a quality, as they once said in Friends. I just have a certain quality about me.
All right.
Again, it's as the comedian Bill Burr once said. It's not the fact that it happened. It's just the nerve to be surprised. Wait, is this wool?
What?
Oh.
I don't understand what that means.
You act so confused.
Yes, because no, I mean now I accept it as like apparently an objective part of my reality that this is a thing that I have to contend with, you know. But like, I never signed any fucking sheet that says okay, possibly gay package, yeah, sign. Like what? When did I sign that shit? You know, because like I gotta read the fine print of that paper.
You don't sign it. You don't become. You do not become
Only way I
one
can-
with the gay. You become the gay something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. By the way, but here's a weird thing. Given these interesting assumptions and stories, people don't think I'm actually gay.
Nobody thinks you're actually gay. Khalid.
Right.
You
But
do-
they do think I'm fully capable of committing gay sexual acts and everything else. But I'm not gay. Which really confuses me.
This has got. This has
This-
became even more confusing.
No, this has
Why
turned
are
into, this has turned into a therapy session for Khalid. Let him have his moment.
This is my life, by the way. This is my life. Okay, that I have 25 years. I
Right.
think soon to be 26. I have learned to accept this. So
Great,
I don't know.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
great.
Man, I've been letting it out for like years. You know. No
Great.
pun intended.
Great. For my pleasure. Not you, Khalid.
Yeah, that's not gay at all.
The villagers have no sex. The villagers
No,
only do what I
breed.
command.
Okay. I was hearing breathe.
Khalid in a nutshell. I am not gay, but my homie do be looking sexy.
And the best part is, I never say that. But apparently, that's like official Winston Churchill quotes. And like, I'm not gay, but my homies feel like hot. That's my life. Like, I have quotes of shit that I never said, but apparently confirmed quotes.
It is
Why?
implied.
I don't-
It's in the fine print.
It's yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Like, I have a fucking reputation. You know, this is. I am known amongst social circles.
To be gay?
No, to be everything short of the identifier of being gay.
Moving on. Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
So speaking
moving on
about
from
games, Last of Us 2. No,
I think after this conversation, like literally every possible conversation opener in my brain just disappeared from existence. I can't even think of anything else right now.
you're welcome.
Thank you. I can't think.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Instead of Last of Us 2, let's talk about something else stupid that happened. What else stupid happened, guys, this week?
I mean, nothing really. Given the environments we're in, everything that happens that's stupid is outside of this fucking continent.
Oh yeah,
They opened-
Europe banned travel from the US. That's something stupid. We can talk about that.
Oh
Did
yeah, I
that
heard
happen?
about that. Yeah, it happened last week or something, or
Yep.
like Monday. I remember.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
blame them one bit.
Yeah, they're like, okay, these Black Lives Matter. We support them and everything, but you can't come to our house, all right? I love that. I love that so fucking
I don't
much.
think that was why they did it. I think they did it in retaliation to Trump. I forgot what the specific thing was.
travel ban with China. I don't think so.
It wasn't on them.
Something. I remember it was something like to do with Trump and like he was stupid, and they're basically saying, okay, well, the dick goes both ways, and so they decided to fuck him back.
The Black
I
Lives
had
Matter.
to.
Well, yeah.
That's it.
Well, yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I think it was because of that.
It's not just that. Even in America, they have no reason to be here. Honestly, I don't see the point. Because if you want to peacefully protest, they did that. They did that before, and you got the rights, and everybody was happy, right? But now, what you're doing is looting. You're looting places, and maybe it's not you in
Killing
particular,
people.
but your movement is, and you're not taking responsibility, and nobody is. So
What
And killing
no,
people,
but that's the thing.
killing people that defend stores, all the stuff that's
black people
happening.
too, ironically.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
here's the
everybody's
thing.
dying. Everybody's dying. It's such a sad
Yeah,
thing
but-
right now.
The problem is you can't. A movement cannot actually take responsibility for its actions, but it can suffer consequences. movement, because currently the movement has no actual central leadership. So responsibility falls on each individual. So and when that happens, you can't really point fingers. You just have to hope that the group knows how to act, and you fuck them up when they don't. And that's part of the problem with mass movements with no central
Let's
direction.
say authority. Yeah.
Yeah, like if there's no central force that is directing it at some level, you can't actually really get them to do anything, because there's really nothing there. It's just a formless. It's just like a cloud floating around. Like you could hate on the individual particles, sure, but like, what are you gonna do? Point at the cloud and say "fuck you"? No, it's just this formless thing made of literal material components that can be calculated. So that's the problem with it.
Lots of actually, let's say destruction of statues are being organized by Black Lives Matter members. I saw that on the news.
I mean, destruction is something that was bound to happen. I mean, like even when Martin Luther King died, like people raised literal hell on earth, because they were so upset. So it's to be expected. Not to say, okay, like in most arguments, I can always understand how someone can reach a certain conclusion, but intellectually, I don't have to agree with it. And this, I definitely don't agree with. And
just like you can understand it happening, but you don't agree with it.
yeah, like and if I wasn't a lazy piece of shit and I lived under a different context and I was a different person and I was there, I would probably speak up and try to help people to see how to act, because there are some responsible people who are stopping them. It's kind of like the struggle of birth. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of force behind it and destruction, but it is necessary for the next part, and hopefully the next part gets a lot better. We just have to wait and see.
I don't think it will get better. I think nothing that will come out of this will be better as long as people are not thinking about change, they're thinking about looting. As long as
no, not everyone's doing it though. I mean, there's a group that doing
nobody's
it. But
stopping it.
Everyone.
Nobody's stopping it. And here's the thing: if your child came to my house and stole my shit, right? You would take responsibility, wouldn't you?
You should, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
it's just common decency, right? So if somebody in the name of your movement shows up and fucks my shit up, then you have to take responsibility. But nobody is.
Maybe
What
condemn
gives?
them. Maybe condemn them.
At
maybe
least,
just
yeah.
say-
At least tell them to stop, because the media is fully on their side because they have to.
They say that they're justified. How? In what world looting is justified? Looting local businesses is justified. How? How could you justify
No worries,
that?
man. No worries.
Yeah.
Looting has no excuse, but they are constantly doing it, and nobody is discouraging them or condemning them.
And the media is all on their side. That's what pisses me off. Yeah.
There's
I
this
still-
question.
Yeah. Okay.
Will
Let's go.
Biden win?
No,
After all?
no.
Is that a serious question, by the way? That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a serious question.
Okay.
Blue people are just as talented as white people. Kids, I mean, yeah.
I think Biden will find a way. Okay,
Life finds a way.
right? I think Biden will find a way to actually fucking mess this up. He's gonna Hillary it, 100%.
How could a sane person vote for Biden?
Again, it's just not voting Trump.
I don't think there's an
Not
option
that
to
low,
vote.
huh?
Yeah, I don't think there's an option at this point. To
You know, ironically, I think if Trump gets reelected, with all the horror that could come with it, a lot of actual good and I think necessary for the next step of this movement. I think
no, here's
it's a weird
here's the
thought,
thing.
but like I think, yeah, go on.
Is there any fucking reason, okay, why people think Trump is an idiot. He tweets a lot, fair enough. You know, he does stupid decisions from now and then. But as far as I'm concerned, his presidency was better than Obama's.
You're serious when you say that?
Yeah. Because
I mean,
more problems got solved.
okay.
Obama didn't solve shit. Obama was more of the same, even though he promised change. At least Trump did it. And most importantly, Trump did not start a war with Iran. And that is relevant as far as I'm concerned. During the last
Wait,
second...
you're talking about the missile thing?
Yes. When it...
Well,
when
no, that wasn't even... That was like a... Like, okay, so I
Dude, they were this
to-
close. He went against the advice of his Secretary of Defense to actually go ahead and shoot.
Yeah, but okay. So let me say this in the limited way that I'm allowed to secretly say what little I actually know about that. That was never actually an issue. It sounds bizarre, but let me just say that that would never have happened. It was very carefully done in more ways than one.
Okay.
Obviously,
You
there's
know-
a lot I'm not saying there, and for many reasons. But just trust me that there is a possibility that one can consider that no one was ever worried about that from any side.
Okay. But that doesn't really
So
help
that-
explain the situation. It's like, trust me, I'm not gay. Just take my word for it. You know? As,
No.
As he was caught in a
Yeah.
gay bar and, flirting with someone. Trust me, I'm not gay. Just
Okay.
take my word for it. There's a lot
Okay,
you don't
firstly,
know.
That does not cross over to this.
Yes, it does.
because-
I'm using your
No,
own
no,
language
no,
against
no, it
you.
doesn't.
I'm using your own
No,
language
no,
against
you're
you.
using my own language, but you're not using applicable scenarios. Okay.
Also,
Just-
Trillion,
okay.
Trillion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was asking for your OnlyFans account. Daddy sold.
At some point, when we hit 100K, guys, we're gonna get an OnlyFans, alright? No, here's the thing, Rad. I can't trust that statement. And if you can't reveal anything, then you cannot proceed with the point. That's all I'm saying.
The point is still there, though, and it is true for reasons that I can't state.
And,
Many different
and
reasons, mostly
you
because I'm not
understand,
suicidal.
and you understand why that invalidates the point, right? You can't
No,
bring that
it's-
up
it's-
and just say
Let
it.
me put it this way. Let me put it this way. That point doesn't get actually invalidated because, and
Yes.
this is a weird point to make, and it doesn't actually make a lot of sense, but it is true. The people who, it's kind of like an insider language. You know when like it's like if Hamod were to speak code to you and he were to say, hey, don't worry about the event tomorrow, everything will be fine. To everyone else, it'd be like, what the fuck is he saying? But to you, who perhaps is in a certain specific circle, would understand, oh, I kind of get what he's getting at. That's what I'm doing there. Unfortunately, no one here is in that kind of metaphorical circle, so I guess my clever deductions and reasonings fall on deaf ears because it's unapplicable, and I accept that. But anyway,
understand why, though.
so actually, to make an actual point, like I think Trump technically did more harm in his actual policies than Obama, because Obama didn't actually change anything. He did
Exactly.
implement a few good things which didn't help all of America, but were kind of like the stimulus aid thing. As soon as Trump was in, he completely removed that, and which, ironically, given the times we're in, a few million Americans would be a lot safer health-wise. So that's a negative thing. And also, every deal that if you look through all of Trump's presidency from the beginning to the end, you start to realize that this guy has no concept of what's the opposite of force. Foresight is when you see ahead, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so this guy literally has no concept of what foresight is. I don't even know how he literally operates in the current situation he is, which is why so many times when he fucks over China because what was it? He put trade tariffs on like iron or some shit, and then they put trade tariffs on him. He then went over and said, "Hey, if you let's strike a deal, help me get reelected," which is a weird fucking thing to say to China. This information comes from the book that was it Tom Bolton wrote. You guys familiar with that?
I'm familiar with the book. I'm not familiar whether I should trust that piece of information, though.
Well, okay, so this guy, if I remember correctly, what his role was specifically, I believe he was like
Secretary.
he
of
was like
something.
chief. Yeah, he was like Secretary of State or like super. He's like inner circle guy. Okay, he never specific. Someone leave.
No. Why?
No.
Oh, I
No.
don't know. I just heard something like someone Discord. Anyway,
I did.
so
Yeah. Yasha left. Yeah.
Yasha left.
okay.
No.
So yeah, he didn't go to the hearing of Trump to get him impeached, and he gave this reason that like no one would really listen to him because Trump is not a Democrat nor Republican. He's basically just an idiot. But unfortunately, he's the Democrats' boy, so they protect him. So he said, "Okay, let me release a book," which I think is stupid. He could have just done both. And like in the book, he talks like Trump's presidency literally is, "I want the cookie now. Diabetes is future Trump's problem."
Yeah,
So,
but,
like,
but
Trump
here's the thing.
Was super bad.
Okay, let me send an invite in the chat, all right? Because the Discord is free. I just forgot to put it in the description. My bad, guys. Let me go ahead
Cat.
and just send a salt grinder invite. No limit. Expires never. Generate link. Copy. And go on to stream. Here you go, guys. This is the link for the Discord.
No, he meant the voice chat.
Oh, the voice chat.
Yeah.
In VC. I mean, sure. Well, we this is the first time we streamed, but we're in VC like a lot of the day. So, especially with COVID and all that. So we can definitely just show up to one of the VCs when we're around. Just scout for us, and you should find us at random times.
We're online nearly every day.
Yep. But here's the thing. Khalid. Are there any sources that can confirm anything? Because here's the thing. I can write a book telling about how you are the most macho man in existence. That doesn't mean any of it is true. That's why I don't trust Bolton's book. The same reason I don't trust when somebody, for example, shows up on the EU national platform and says, what's his name? Boris Johnson is a liar, a charlatan, and a thief. And they're like, whoa. Okay, just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. It's the same thing. Just because Bolton said A or B, it doesn't mean that A and B are true. And I'm not saying Trump is good. I'm just saying you gotta give me something better than just one guy said it about the presidency, a guy who got fired from the presidency and has every reason to slander the guy, especially with how the Democrats just orange man bad, regardless of whether he did good or bad. Like, you understand my difficulty here. I don't want to be pranked.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay. Good point in like cross-referencing information, but like the thing is, if I were to follow that line of logic to its absolute, like almost religiously, like how I verify sources and stuff, the problem is no source would ever actually be reliable because I would have to inevitably conclude that any person who is talking is full of shit. But thing is, that's if you're taking that example to the extreme, which I don't think you are. Because
I'm not.
But what I disagree with your point is that like if anything, he is the highest level, like of not unbiased, but like the best source of information that we can have on the specific topic of Trump, because sources come from people who went through the things and verified, talked to other people, and that's the academia style, like you cross-reference and stuff. For stuff like this, if you're living through the times, the most reliable people or like sources of information are literally the fuckers who live through the situation. Now, here's the thing: this guy literally went through the events that he's describing, so there's definitely a bias light to them. Sure, it could be a good bias light, like the biasness of someone who tries to be self-critical. Could be, but here's also the thing: when he was released his book, the process for books like these is that you have to go through like a specific federal process, which the CIA, the NSA, and the FBI screen your book, and they say, okay, these things are too confidential, you can't release information. Many presidents write books, and then later on, like 20 or 10 years, when they're considered free, safe for the public to learn about them, they release information.
Yeah.
You could be a conspiracy enough to say like, oh, it's all lies and shit, but let's assume at least 50% of the shit they say is real. If this book gets published, whatever information is in the book has to be real. Because like I refuse to believe that the US government would be that much of a dick on that specific level. Like that's something I'd believe a communist, or a tyrannical style dictatorship would do. Thankfully, America's not quite there yet, but it could be if Trump continues.
Now here's my problem with this statement, Hamod. It doesn't really answer my slander question, because here's the thing: if the FBI confirmed that most of this is nonsense, they have no reason to censor it.
No, I didn't say they thought of it as nonsense. I never said that specifically. I was just saying, like, I was just giving the hypothetical, like, if at least half of it was nonsense. I'm giving, like, I'm kind of like humoring conspiracy nuts when they say like, oh, everything that everyone writes is bullshit. I'm like, okay, let's say half of it is bullshit. That still means at least half of it was right, because half of it was relevant information that they said is either has to be censored or is okay for the public to know.
No, okay.
Because then, if we don't trust this information, we can't trust anything. Then what's the point of even
No, here's the thing.
It's like one of those.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Here's the thing. Here's my problem. There was a primary source, okay? Primary source, great historian during the Byzantine era, okay? Who basically, they found a secret book, okay? Where he basically said that Theodora and Justinian, okay? One of the, known as the last Romans because they're so epic, okay? Were actually demon worshippers, right? That's a primary source guy who wrote that book.
Right.
How much credibility do you give to that guy?
Well, I mean, there's a lot I have to check on, but just hearing that, I feel like, yeah, I mean, just hearing that alone makes you kind of squint. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, what am I reading?
And here's the thing, right? Here's my problem with Trump, or people who slander Trump or just badmouth him. It's the same fucking argument. We have a dumb president. He does everything dumb. He has no foresight. And I agree with you. His economic policy isn't strong. Right? When it comes to foreign policy, he is donkey shit. I agree with you on that. But he did nothing. That is because here's the thing. The domestic numbers are good. Employment numbers are good. Security numbers are good. Crime numbers are good. And some people argue, no, that's not the Trump's thing. It was always growing, even through this time, right? But I'm like, why isn't this being mentioned? And when people mention them, no, Trump is bad. No matter what happens, Trump is always put in a bad light. And I don't like that, because what that basically suggests is that this president has zero utility to him and he must go. And that's the narrative that's being pushed constantly. And somebody like me, when I see, I can see when a narrative is being given to me and I'm being told to believe something. And as long as I recite what they want me to say, then they have won. I have to dig into it, right? And as far as I can tell, Trump is not a bad president. Not the best, has a ton of flaws, but he's not as bad as people portray him to be. Nowhere close. Foreign policy needs some work. That's true enough. He's too aggressive. He's running the foreign policy office like a fucking company, where he has all the cards and he doesn't. Otherwise, domestic policy has been all right. And that's one of his selling points, right? He jumped into the presidency. He's saying he's going to fix America specifically, and he's going to focus more internally. That goes against U.S. foreign policy for like the longest time. But still, that was his selling point, and he fulfilled it. When going down on immigration,
what?
he increased employment rates. Employment under the Trump administration has been wonderful. Right? Again, foreign policy, trash. I agree with you. Trash. But domestic policy is great. And these aren't being explored. Trump gets no wins. He only gets L's in the public eye. And that tells me that some people are pushing a narrative in order to ensure that he never gets elected again, because it is an actual embarrassment to the establishment that a random businessman, okay, who was a TV show host, became a US president. And the fact that they cannot control it freaks them out. And I think that's the wave of censorship that we're experiencing. The reason right-wing channels on YouTube have been crushed to the core. There are no more right-wing channels. There are none of that crap. There's just a bunch of people, okay, pushing an agenda. You know, Vice, when they went against Steven Crowder, why? Because he supports Trump, right? And not being, Trump is the bringer of happiness the way Alex Jones does. He criticizes him and brings out the good things he does and brings the arguments of why he does it. Got smacked for racism or sexism or whatever. They tried to get him canceled, and I witnessed that happening, right? And I'm like, somebody's trying to shove something down my throat. Somebody's trying to turn this into an ideology fight. And I'm not about ideology fights. I want to know what happened.
And the double standards are so clear, like right wing versus left wing. You could see it just clearly. The double standards are happening. In that Steven Crowder example, he was like one of the guys that Steven Crowder made made a couple of jokes at. I don't remember his name but do you remember his name, Trillion?
What's his name?
That flag that made
Carlos Mazda.
Yeah. All right. The guy that made the apocalypse. He constantly criticizes YouTube, and YouTube still sucks his cock. That's what pisses me off.
Again,
he made the apocalypse. He talked to the sponsors. He ruined the income for lots of YouTubers.
Yep.
And he still thinks like he's in the right. He once said that let's milkshake every guy at protests, like for the protests back in
milkshake them all,
the presidency, and milkshake them all, and Twitter did nothing. Every time I see a Twitter response, let's say white lives don't matter, Twitter just does nothing, just stays. Without even censoring the tweet or hiding it behind a button or something. The double standards, I can't stand them. Oh. So obvious.
And again, that's the essence of our argument, really. That's the essence of our argument. And that's how a lot of Americans feel, from what I've learned when you talk to them. A lot of them feel the same way. Like they're not different in that regard. They feel like they're being told how to think, and they cannot think for themselves. They're too dumb. You know, when the Brexit talks happened, right?
Yeah.
And literally in the EU, one SMP from the From what's the party called? From the Lib Dems, from the Libertarian Democrats, or the I forget the fucking name, the Lib Dems, right? They went and they said the people didn't know what they were voting for. They were misled into Brexit, and people freaked the fuck out of that. People got super angry at that shit, right? And the reason they got super angry, and that I like that statement, I think is one of the reasons that even the Labour voters went to fucking to the Conservative Party during that particular election. The reason it went like that is because people couldn't believe it, right? Couldn't believe that. No, we voted to leave. We fucking leave, right? And people will continuously shove it down their throats that you were being misled. No, you guys didn't know what you were voting for. Let us help you and guide you in the right and proper way, right? It's the same nonsense with Trump. It's the same nonsense, and it fucking pisses me off.
Wait, okay. So I think I get what you're saying. But okay, so here's my thing. I think it sounds like that. I guess is less me listening to and more like me concluding what I think is happening in your experience is that you're seeing a certain phenomenon happening and you're rejecting it. Sure, but I think the problem is like if you focus on the it's a difficult thought I have to put into words, is that it's kind of like if you focus on simply the phenomenon that you disagree with, that rejection of that phenomenon will be the only thing you focus on, and you'll miss the actual legitimate arguments that are being made in between the things that you disagree with. And yeah, no, I agree. Like a lot of media, since for as long as I've been alive, has been pushing a certain agenda, and I realized that was a thing that American politics does. It's a classic thing. I hate it. Fox News is like the Republican side, and pretty much everyone else is the left side. But the thing is, like, I still think that there is legitimacy in some of the the critiques of Trump and his presidency. It requires a certain skill to sift through and see the legitimate arguments and things being made. There are legitimate arguments against him, and there are legitimate arguments for. I still think that technically, all in all, the weird thing is that, like, although I think Trump being president was ultimately a good thing, because this could have really good results, like all the Black Lives Matter, there's some really good that could come out of that, and that would never happen unless a lot of dominoes were set up. Like Corona, no one could have predicted that, but I'm pretty sure that had a big part of this, and it actually turned out to be kind of good. It's like that saying, there's good in the bad and good. But like what I'm saying is that, to finish the point, so you can say it,
go ahead.
is that I still think that despite the good Trump did achieve a lot of good, but I don't think it's worth the price of the bad that comes with it. And like, okay, so I think Trump does have some good domestic qualities, but the problem is when you're like, when it's not even a question about like, making bad decisions. It's just literally fucking up keeping the country together. For example, like the unholy precedent, which like even to me, I think is like completely, absolutely the worst thing that I've seen in this current day and age. When the peaceful protesters in the Central Park thingy, I always forget what it's called, but like right outside the White House, and then he like gassed all the people, said that I am the president of law and order, which what he was saying was, it's not that I uphold the law. He was saying that I am the absolute authority. Do not fuck with me. That's what his message actually was. Because then following that, he gassed them, took a picture in front of the church with an upside down Bible, banned the bishop of the church from being there. Like, If that and all the other things of the like of those decisions show that he should not be the president and that he was a bad president. Not to say that he was completely horrible. There was some good, but like any relationship, it's a package deal. If you don't want bullshit in with it, you don't want any of it. You know, you don't even want the good, because like you could have the perfect relationship, but like every morning you get stabbed. I'm like, no, thank you, not my thing. I think that kind of logic also applies to the presidency. You know, you can't have one good thing and then one absolutely fucking horrible thing to justify. Like, yeah, no, it's 9 out of 10. No, there's a kind of limit. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So what's your response?
I fully agree, and I am happy I can hear, like, for example, you're bringing actual solid points that I could be like, oh, really? Tell me more about this. For example, the I am the law thing. I'm not familiar with it, so I'm.
It was the same day
I've
that the
just heard
gas thing
about it,
happened. It was literally the same day he was on a podium and he said that in front of the protesters, and then like 5 minutes later, whole Secret Service people came in. They walked him through, and then he just walked right back. It was a whole thing, like a few weeks ago. It's fucking huge. If you
No, I've heard
Lafayette
about it, but I
Square.
didn't know the Law and Order.
Yeah,
part.
Lafayette Square. If you search at Lafayette Square, Trump, I'll write it in Discord so you can read. It's
go ahead.
it's
Yeah, go ahead.
legit everything I'm saying. So that's what it was. It is huge because here's the thing, Lafayette Square. People have protested so many times there. You know, like in for the Black Rights movements, the original one, for like everything. Every picture you see and it's
Historical.
behind gates. Yeah, that's where it was. So what he did was he like completely trampled over the fight for human rights in such a way that has never happened in America, which is a statement. You know, that is a statement.
It's like Saahat Irada in Kuwait. You don't do that there. It's a place
Yeah.
for protests.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then imagine Amir says, "Okay, shot machine gun fire on them." Like, what would that happen? That would shake the, like.
The fabric of the country.
I've seen
Hamod.
Yeah.
We have
I've seen
Mending.
like lawyers. Yeah.
Huh?
So, do you have any response to that? Thank you for the thing, and I like the points you made about, you know, it's good that you took the points that I was trying to make. Thank you. But anything else you want to add to it?
Yeah, I will add to it, but first I have to celebrate. We got Mending, guys.
I don't know. What that
Nice. It's infinite, right? It's infinite.
It's infinite. You can trade with him forever. He'll need to recharge, but we have fucking Mending. We're done.
We're
done
what does
here.
that mean?
You
Like,
are done. Mending is basically
You see the XP orbs that you get?
yeah.
If you have Mending on one of your items, one of your tools, armor, the XP orb is used to heal it instead of leveling you up.
Holy shit.
Yep, so you only need to make
Yep.
one super busted gear, and you will never need to do it again if you put Mending on it.
Oh my god.
And remember that flying thing I told you about that you can fly in Minecraft? That's an
Yeah.
item, a usable item called the Elytra. It's hard to find, and you have to put Mending on it. Because it's so hard to, like, you have to put Mending. Because,
Okay.
yep, so...
Khalid's ego is as big as his love for boys.
But okay, I'm gonna like take a break here, and I appreciate the help you did, and don't feel like pressure to like sit here and wait for me to do stuff. You can go ahead and do your own things, and if you need help, you can tell us. We'll help you out. So like, don't feel like the streamer is here, so you have to stay near him to help him out. I hate when like YouTubers do it. Yep. So go ahead, like do your thing, man. Have fun.
Also, you're always welcome to join the channel, the voice channel.
Yeah,
When we're all there.
When we're all there, yeah. Okay, so as a response to your points, Khalid, you see what you just said? That's all I ask for. If people critique Trump the same way you just critiqued him, I can now research, come back to you, and we can reach an equilibrium between you and me on whether he is a worse choice than Biden, right? For example,
I
for the
don't
next
know if
election.
I have enough information to answer that, but that would be
That's
a fun
fine.
argument.
That's fine. That's the
discussion
thing.
to have.
That's the thing with politics, right? It begins with a discussion like this. Both of us don't know
Yeah.
much. We present our points. We share what we like, right? And And then once we reach a conclusion that is desirable for both of us, we can agree or disagree on our policies and how we want things to proceed. And then from there, we can develop our own economical policies. I don't think you've known about the Brexit vote, for example, right? The way it was presented, the way I just told you, right? If you look that up,
no, but
yeah.
Yeah.
You look that up now, and then you develop more knowledge about the British Parliament, and that will help you with your own country, right? Understanding their policies there, and we can move around. That conversation is missing when we're talking about Trump,
yeah, okay, I get it.
right? It's always orange man bad, and that was what I was referring to. And I want more conversations like this, man. You don't believe how much I want conversations like this, because usually it's just mockery of Trump, and it helps no one. This mockery of Trump helps no one. You have to critique him. I bet he's a spasm president, right? He's very reactionary. He's very childish, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the move you told me about, that sounds like a Trump move, and it's distressing, right? But nobody's helping him through it because nobody's actually treating him like a president in his own country. It's always Donald Trump the idiot, Donald Trump the this, Donald Trump the that. Wouldn't that resentment build up? Wouldn't that develop an inferiority complex and you need to flex? I'm not justifying his actions, but I'm not saying we're helping the situation either by not giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's looking out for the American people.
Here's the funny thing. I usually have a counseling session every week, and sometimes we talk about things going on in the world, and we joke and we share insights and stuff. And so my counselor's insights on Donald Trump, just by observing, and you could honestly, when you get to a certain level in psychology, you can glean a certain amount by just observing people and seeing, because certain behaviors you just learn how to see them. It's I really can't explain it.
I'm familiar with psychology. I know what you're referring to.
Yeah. So and so we both come to the conclusion that Trump always had an inferiority complex. His main issues, I have to really summarize them, is that he has like a horrible imbalance perception of masculinity and femininity and how that balances in human. He what else? How was it? Imbalance. And that he also lacks foresight. He literally is only concerned with his current situation and what he can get now, which kind of fits in a business perspective. But at the same time, I honestly, for a guy who pisses off China and then makes a secret deal with them like a few months later, I don't understand how a guy like that could stay rich and have the same economic power that he had. I don't understand how he could not have that crumple and burn like the lazy late Ottoman emperors, it just baffles me. So wait, I forgot the point I was making. Trump bad, but for actual reasons. Did you ask me a question? I lost where I was going. God, Trump does this to me sometimes. It's such a fascinating guy.
Talking about this, right? We have to study him. Thank you for saying that. We have to understand what makes him tick.
That there is genius behind Trump's presidency. I just can't figure out where.
Because it's not supposed to work, but because it's him, it works.
Like if I ever had a theory, if I ever believed that there's a secret lizard men ruling America, it would be now. Now I'm 5% willing to believe that, because it's an actual option that I might consider. It's just one of those things.
Fully understandable. Fully fucking understandable.
Hamod, my husband lover, what do you think about this?
I've been hearing this for maybe, I think, 30 minutes. I have nothing to add because I'm not that knowledgeable on the subject. I just read from time to time.
Well, you can add
your insight. It's fine. It's fine. That's how you develop it.
If you can't add to the subject, you can add to the methodology of how we discuss and what we focus on.
It's good practice, man. It's good practice.
Well, you guys didn't say anything. Like, if I had something to add, I would have added right there, even if I didn't know much.
No, here's the thing.
What do you think? What do you like about what we were focusing on, where we're talking our points like that?
Like,
Fucking baby you hold back.
Like I agree with what you're saying. Like the point itself, the grand point is that you can't critique Trump, and I've heard that Trillion is like his argument and why is he pissed about it? Like his own country doesn't treat him as an own president and gives him a chance. And I've heard also like Lafayette scare. I swear I read about it before. I watched a couple of videos. Hated what happened, but I didn't know the full picture. Now I knew from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a weird thing. It's like this whole thing shouldn't have happened.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's weird.
it's definitely an
I'm getting kind of sleepy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting there. The only reason I'm still playing is because I'm so excited. I want to put mending on all my damn shit. Here it is, my diamond armor.
So then that means if you have it on armor and weapons, every time you kill something, you have infinite. Oh my god! I just understood how amazing that is.
It's 2:30. It's 2:30 a.m. Yep.
AM.
I would be disturbed if it wasn't 2:30 a.m. and actually p.m. I would be incredibly disturbed. If that was
Yup.
Thank you for confirming that I am correct. I know.
I would sleep on the chair right there without even leaving the server.
I had to say, like, the one thing I remember when I bought my whole desktop setup is because I used to play at Giants in Khaitan, but then they closed for renovations. They didn't tell us, and I was pissed because this is when World of Warcraft Classic came out again.
All right.
And I wanted to play. I only played for like 10 levels, so I was so pissed. I told my friend, "Hey, come with me. We're gonna buy a desktop setup. Like in 10, 20 minutes." He lives near Hawali, so it's helpful. He took me. We went to Hawali. We bought my whole setup in a day. It was pretty cheap. It was like 130 KD. Achieved everything I needed. It's like secondhand shit. Perfect. And I set it up.
All right.
And I set it up for that day. What the fuck am I talking about? What? This is my problem. I forget.
No, you're setting up the PC. Fuckhead.
Why did I say this? Did you say something? What was the last thing you said?
No, yeah, really just said he's be right back.
Oh, sleeping. Oh, yes. Okay, remind me. So
The chair is in charge, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that reminded me what I was gonna say. Okay, so I realized like having your own desktop is fun. You know, you get to customize it and change it. There's that sense
Exactly.
of ownership. But like the best fucking thing ever is that when I'm super fucking sleepy, I don't have to drive home. I literally turn my chair, take one step, fall on my bed, and I'm good.
It's the first time you own a PC, right?
It
Feels good, doesn't it?
yeah, it's amazing. Like this alone was like, holy shit! Why didn't I do this years before? I sometimes I drove back home and I was actually sleeping. And if you drive while you're sleepy, it's like drinking and driving. It is. I'm pretty sure I almost died a few times. You know.
I cannot. I went to Giants a few times, and we returned home at 1 a.m. I wasn't driving, but even if I wasn't driving, I cannot fathom just like like having a real gaming session with friends and all that, having fun, and then having to drive back home. I just hate it.
Yeah. No, I know. I get it now. Totally.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I'm not that comfortable in Giants, I can't scream. I can't do whatever the fuck I want. I don't feel comfortable there. Yeah.
Yeah, they have rules, you know, shouting. Yeah, that's I get it.
It's the
And really-
anti-toxic
We
rules
get
now.
it. Yeah, we get it. But really, like seriously,
Wow.
why would you go to internet cafes if we can just set up a PC LAN party in our place or something?
Well, I mean, now I know that, but like, I had to be converted, man. You know, I'm just saying. Remember that.
Yeah, you had to be converted.
Yeah, because like I used to always like either play on someone's PC or something. So like I never actually. This is the first time I've ever owned like a fucking any setup whatsoever. Usually just laptops, and I play low requirement heavy games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I even got my own internet the same day. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm buying my own internet.
All right.
It's like-
just messaged that he will wanna help me build the PC. I will be glad to do that actually. What's your spec? What are your specs?
What's your price?
What's your budget?
Yeah,
What's
that's the first-
What's
yeah,
your
the-
budget? I'm a bit sleepy.
I've seen you guys build enough of a PC, enough PCs to do. To ask that fucking question. What broke? Yeah, just plate.
Okay, so here's my
That's
possibly last and super serious question.
Yeah.
What do you think would be really nice to eat now? If you had to snack on something, what would you like? Like right now?
chips,
Um,
flakes. And what is that the PC that you want to make, or is that your current PC?
God, it's really confusing that I don't have a chat in front of me, so I don't know who you're talking to.
No, it's on Minecraft. It's on Minecraft.
I figured that. Yeah. So Trillion, what would you have as a snack like right now?
Good question. I'd go for something crunchy. Popcorn, chips.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh.
¿Cómo está?
Hello.
Nope. we
Okay.
we went on a huge tangent on like the Trump presidency.
And gay, but not actually gay sex.
Oh, God.
I've been on that part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I didn't know you were
so
there.
so with that said though, we'd have to wrap up. I'm super tired. We did.
Yeah, alright.
We achieved our goal today, which is get Mending. We got Mending, man. Okay,
Yeah, I saw.
and
I had the stream open. Just
oh right. And we're gonna do a bunch of stuff. Everybody's welcome down the Discord. We have Minecraft there. We have a ton of other stuff we want to do. We want more stuff, more people in there, and check out our regular show where most of it is just talking, the regular Soul Grinder, and we'll be doing these gaming sessions every now and then, whenever I feel like it. So with that said, thank you all for coming.
Before you quit,
Yeah?
I'm talking to Ma on Wa on Minecraft, and
Right.
here's my Discord ID. You can talk to me whenever you want to build a PC. All right?
You'll find him.
it's in
You'll
Discord.
find him on the Salt Grinder Discord as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to build a PC? Oh yes, I really do.
Okay,
you wonder why people call you
bye.
gay, and you wonder why people call you gay.
That is not gay.
Alright,
You,
alright,
I
guys.
will eat your tongue.
All right,
you
guys,
black-
guys. We need to stop this. All right. Let's.
Okay.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for coming. See you guys on the next one.
See you.
See ya, guys.
Hey,
I'm with
stop.
that gay.